Morning Show.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. I'm Aaron. That's it. Oh, school year, don't you know? We're probably going to have to explain this every week until probably Christmas. That's just the way it works. By the time people get used to the schedule in the fall, winter, and spring, it's summer and we don't have that schedule anymore. But, like we said this morning, repetition. That's how doing shows works. Repetition, 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 they tell you in the radio business. April always misses the first 30 to 40 minutes of the first evening show of the week. She's dropping the kids off after a wonderful day. We have so much to tell you about on the evening show. Even more if you missed the morning show this morning. We're doing it a little different this week. We got a very cool deal where we are doing the Anthony Cumia show tomorrow. Gino Bisconti and I will be co-hosting the Anthony Cumia show tomorrow. We'll be filling in for Anthony. We've got a very good show ready for you there. And basically, what we're getting from Compound to do that show basically covers one night of a goal. So we're, what's probably going to end up happening is we're going to shit the bed and we're going to miss. And we're going to take that and we're going to basically pad the goal for the week. So we're going to do two things with it. One, as long as we keep hitting, as long as it keeps going like it did this morning, where we didn't have to do any e-begging or anything like that, just rattled the plate at the end and called it. We're just going to keep doing the show like that. When somebody throws us a super chat, PayPal, Streamlabs, anything like that, I'll thank them. I'll update everyone on what the number is, and then we'll go forward and just do a show. I felt like today's show went great. People have been telling me, you don't have to kind of feel the pressure of that goal. They'll just take care of it. And I'm like, well, historically, that's not the case. But I'll give it a shot this morning, and it worked this morning. So I'm basically going to go shoot till you miss. I'm just going to shut the fuck up about it, thank the people who contribute, and update them on the goal when that happens, just kind of naturally. And then when we get to the 6 or 7 minutes for the offering plate segment, we'll just, whatever number we're at then, that's the number we'll be asking for. I think it'll make for a smoother show. It'll make for a better show. And if, the audience contribution part does its part, then that could be the new thing. I'm telling you, I would love if that was the new thing. I am totally for that. We'll see. We're going to take the Compound. We're going to spread that around to whatever we miss. And if we don't miss, we'll just push it forward to the next week, I suppose. But thank you guys very much. Raz of Chaz says, why are you telling us now? Tuesday pours will be poor. Shut up and keep the money. No, that would drive me nuts. That would just be, I'd be e-begging all day. I'd be, look, the people who hate this show have zero good points. It's a very good show with a fantastic audience, bigger and bigger as we go platform to platform. But one good point they do have is the asking for money part is fucking tedious. Absolutely. the asking for money part is tedious. So I'm trying to find any way I can, and we're working on a few different things, but I'm doing everything I can to not do it. So here's what we're going to do. 250 is the number tonight. Do it, because I'm not mentioning it anymore. I'm not telling you we got to get to this point by this time. I'm not going to sit here and my legs are going to shake and I'm going to get flop sweat and all that. I'm not doing it anymore. I will go down with this ship. So what we will basically do is thank you when it comes, update everyone, and then when it's time to play the music and rattle the offering plate, that'll be all the e-begging we do, is the offering plate segment. So thank you, guys. Super Chat, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, all that stuff. We appreciate it. We love it. And prove me wrong like they did this morning. Make me eat a shit sandwich, and then that's the way we'll do it forever, and I will be the happiest guy in the world. Wade Chambers starting us off tonight with $5. Says, cats and dogs living in harmony. Aaron not begging for money. The world is truly ending. Well, and the Jews at war in Megiddo. I mean, that's kind of the big one, isn't it? All right, guys, so 245, there it is. Oh, Dustin with $5 says, geez, you're welcome for your service. Thank you, buddy. The Loon with $20 says, oh, let's kick this off. Saw Tyreek in the thumbnail. As a Dolphins fan, I'm curious. You might not like it because it's about his comments on having a porn career. So we will get to Tyreek Hill probably around the time April gets here tonight. We have a lot of good stuff to talk about. I think you'll enjoy it. I don't know how many of you have seen this, but I haven't been able to see like mainstream news confirm it, not that they ever would, but the news that some of Hamas's rifles may have, in fact, and some of their other weapons may have come from what we left behind in Afghanistan. Did anyone hear that? I saw it on some tweets, and I saw it on some really non-dependable news sites. So it's hard to confirm. But it's also like, look, just because it doesn't show up on a mainstream news website, that could just mean that mainstream news website has a vested interest in not reporting that to you and not letting you know, because this administration is already in enough shit for lighting the globe on fire. They don't need that story getting out there as well. So I'm inclined to believe it. I don't think it's that hard to believe. I think everyone knows now for a fact that the money we've been giving Iran in basically extortion payments for hostage or prisoners, is that money's totally ending up in the hands of Hamas. And now I heard that Hezbollah has now joined in, and they're launching rockets from Lebanon. So that whole, you know what every time I see a news story about it, you know what it makes me do? It makes me go, boy, I hope we don't get involved in this horse shit. Which, of course, is about 5 minutes before the U.S. starts to get involved in this horseshit, because we can't help ourselves. We don't learn. We're $33 trillion in debt, pushing 34. Red ink as far as the eye can see. But sure, let's get involved in another foreign war. This one will be different. And that's the worst part, is they don't care if it works or not. They don't want it to work. It's all just so the military-industrial complex can make their money. It's not about winning the war. It's about the war continuing. It's not about the bombs, the tanks, and the planes. It's not like the old Rosie the Riveter where American people are cranking them out. It's all conglomerates just making more of these bombs, tanks, and planes, selling them to us. We sell them to somebody else. And then you got to keep the war going so they can keep putting money in their pockets. These are the most unpatriotic people. Honestly, if we were to have any kind of true capitalist or like libertarian style revolution, I feel like you'd need, like they did in France in the 1700s, without saying too much that could be actionable. I think there's just a lot of people that would have to be put to the razor. And I think arms manufacturers would be one of them, because what they're doing is treason, in my opinion. It's 100% treasonous. If you're going to be headquartered here in the United States and you're going to make weapons for the United States military, you are not going to be lobbying for us to go to war anywhere. You will keep your fucking mouth shut. You will make the bombs and tanks and planes when we need them. And then, everybody who's been, funneling these weapons to foreign countries in proxy wars that we're supposed to have nothing to do with. In my idea of seizing power from these animals, there would be a reckoning for all that shit. And don't get me started on the money we've given Israel. I'm watching all these protests in the streets, and like in this country, there's protests in favor of Palestine saying they should throw off the yoke of the colonizers and the apartheid. And then on the Israeli side, you've got, we're victims of terrorism and we need to defend ourselves and fight back. And everybody wants to take a side, and the title of tonight's show is There Are No Good Guys. This is kind of like the Ukraine-Russia thing. They both have points. Palestine was promised their own country when they fought for the British in World War I. And then a bunch of Jews moved into that area and then started petitioning the Western empires for their own country. It was Zionism. And they labored and they lobbied and they lobbied and they lobbied. And then came the Holocaust and the guilt that comes with that. So they had to have a country of their own. You could have picked anywhere. You could have given them part of Poland. You know what would have made sense? Give them part of Germany. Shave off part of Germany and say, hey, take it from those pieces of shit who fucked you over. Perfect. And there's your Jewish state. But instead, they put it in the one place that there was sure to be conflict, there was sure to be a problem, and they just went, fuck you to the Muslims who were living there. And as we know, historically, Muslims always take that kind of shit lying down. Totally peaceful people. And of course, there's been fighting there ever since. Almost like we meant to do it. It's fucking brutal. Anyway, Hobo Chili Recipe with $5 says, here's some money, cocksucker. Like Joey Diaz says, stay fat. All right, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. I had people writing to me today saying like, oh, your Biden rant today, you got to save that. You got to clip it. And, once in a while, I'll get one person writing to me after the show, like, this bit was good. I really like this. But when it's like a dozen or more people saying like, private messaging me, like, you got to clip that Biden rant out. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. And it's cathartic for me to a point, but God, can it be exhausting? It sucks. I wish, and I don't mean this as a brag because I'm sure a lot of you guys feel this way too. Wouldn't it be a lot easier if you could just swallow what the media feeds you and just live your life that way? I wish I could, but I have eyeballs and I have a half-functioning human brain. And that's what I mean. Like, in order to notice this stuff, you don't have to be bright. Fuck, I see it, and I'm an idiot. And then you see this shit, and you see all these people just getting tribal, and I'm on this side, or I'm on that side. And you're like, you motherfucker, there are no sides. There's people who sell boom boom sticks for a living, and they fuel this shit. And they feed it, and they keep it going. There is no point to the war. The war, people are like, oh, what's the end to the war look like? There is no end. The war is the ends and the means itself. Perpetual war. That's what Eisenhower and Washington warned about. But we'll get involved because we always get involved. And then the people who, we decide are the good guys, we'll pump them up. I think what I'm trying to say is, what am I trying to say, you guys? I believe. Maybe it becomes the national anthem at some point. Maybe that's the point. Curly Adam with $5. Thank you very much. 225. Oh, wow, shit. Thank you, guys. 225 away from tonight. Thank you very, very much. Wheat Diff says, I saw one terrorist wearing a steel toe shirt. He better not have. That would be terrible PR for us. Oh, no. Stick to your swastikas. Did you see that guy? The Palestinian protester who was holding up his phone on the news, and it was just a picture of a swastika, and you're like, well, at least we know where that guy stands. And that's kind of how I am with like hate speech and this speech and that speech, is I'm kind of on team, say whatever the fuck you want, let these guys talk, and then we'll know where they stand instead of like banning them and shadow banning them, and then they're going to get resentful and mean and ugly and nasty. And then, try to, go underground, and then you can't really keep an eye on them. Let people say their shit, because that guy protesting, that guy, he showed his Nazi thing on his phone, and then, okay, good. Sam, cut it out with the N Tower shit. You're a good dude. I like you. Why would you do that? That is weird to me. Sam, you're a good dude. You've always been cool to this show. Cut it out with that shit. We can fucking get in trouble. Mods, let's get on stuff like that. on the towers and whatnot. I'm having a good time tonight. This is really nice, but I don't need that shit. And Sam, you know better. See, I'm not yelling at Sam and being shitty to Sam because I know Sam's a good dude. It's just, I think he thought it was fun. I don't think Sam had any nefarious means behind it. I think he thought it was hilarious, but look, YouTube can be a real cunt about that kind of stuff. By the way, I'm totally fine with you doing that on Rumble. I don't give a shit. Rumble, I think Kick too is kind of cool with it. By the way, over on Kick, I don't mean to brag, 42 followers and 6 people watching on Kick right now. Oh my God. Welcome, Kick. Good to see everybody. Hobo Chili Recipe with $2 says, it's awesome. I helped build Camp Vance and Bagram Air Force Base. I might have been rear echelon, what we call POGs, but fuck this shit because I did my job, and to see it go to those fucking hot... Well, okay, I think we understand. Hamburger Steak over on Rumble says, I wear my Johnny Rock t-shirt when I do a terrorism. Oh, well, that's, as long as you're not wearing your steel toe stuff, it's okay with me. I just, I don't need the publicity. I don't need the press in that regard. Speaking of which, April and I went to 3rd Street Brewhouse today because Jason and a few of the people and Scott and, the people in the front office there at 3rd Street, they're really awesome. And they still watch the show. And they gave us 10 cases of Minnesota Gold because I had Gino on the show and I was drinking Minnesota Gold and I was talking about, 3rd Street Brewhouse and how good it was. And I totally wasn't doing an advertisement. I drink Minnesota Gold. I like it. I like the guys at 3rd Street. And he just called me up. He's like, yeah, we still watch the show over here. And the first thing he said is like, you guys are a little too like all over the place, location-wise. It's not just central Minnesota anymore. So we're not talking about advertising, but we just wanted to thank you for talking about us and drinking our beer and everything. And here's 10 cases. And I'm like, well, shit. Thank you very much. I think I'm good on beer for quite some time. So that was very cool of those guys. But we were talking about, maybe if April and I ever get off probation and, we serve our sentence and the radio thing came by again to join up with this YouTube thing we're doing, that we could work together again. And he goes, yeah, by the way, sorry, we didn't mean to ghost you or anything when you got in trouble. We just didn't want to catch any of the shit you were catching. And I told them, I said, absolutely not. I 100% understand it. That's why I didn't go talking to you guys because I didn't want you catching any of the shit. It was weird because they felt bad, but they were definitely one of those clients where I was like, I know those guys like me. And I also know that they're a huge company owned by another huge company. So they don't need this shit right now. And I think I salvaged a future clearly I've salvaged a future relationship by not trying to press that one too far, as it were. Oh, God, I am so far behind in the chat tonight. Let's see what we've got, huh? Let's see what you kids are up to. I'm just going to pick a random spot. Carlos says Kick has even less rules than Rumble. Oh, well, there you go. Go fucking bananas and write whatever you want over on those places. Perfect. Balls Deep says Sam is a mod, bruh. Only you can delete mod comments. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. I did. I deleted a couple of them. You got it, Sam. You got it, buddy. You're a ghost, Teddy. I'm just looking at the chat. I'm just looking for stuff I can read and use so I can be caught up. Rusty Grammar says, I still promote 3rd Street as clients of myself. They are great folks and pride themselves on their product and their community. They are good. I love them, man. I think they're great. And again, what I am bound and determined to get out of my prison and go take back my throne. And when I do, I want to do it with 3rd Street. I want to do it with our friends at 3rd Street Brewhouse, especially Minnesota Gold. James J. Weed says, you got me hooked on Minnesota Gold Lager. It's the only beer I drink. What's wrong with the beer we got? There we go. Thank you guys for a great start to the evening show here. April will be by in just a little bit. Let's get into some things, shall we? Did you see the thing about Joe Biden's gay brother? He swears to God he's not gay, but I have a feeling like these powerful people and powerful families, I feel like there is no straight and there is no gay. I feel like they just kind of fucking suck each other like as a favor, and they're just sexually amorphous blobs that just kind of stick things in and then get things stuck in, and it's not like there's no gay, there's no straight. It's very Frank Underwood-ish, if you will. Just kind of guys, girls, whatever. But Joe Biden's brother, Frank, I guess had naked pictures, naked selfies of him wearing just a hat on a gay dating site. And not like Grindr. This was like one of those obscure, like meet up in a dirty truck stop bathroom for an angry jerk and fuck session kind of gay dating sites. Or so I've heard. And Frank Biden ended up on one of those. And $1 million fake dollars to the first person in the chat who guesses what his excuse was. Anybody have a guess? I'll wait because we have a little lag in the chat. But what do you think he went with when they said, "Hey, Frank, it looks like you've got naked pictures of yourself in just a hat on a gay dating site." Loaded Wrench says gay hacker got him. Yep, exactly. That's what he went with. A hacker. Oh, I must have been hacked. Yeah, because when you get hacked by somebody, what you do is, what that person who hacked you does is they go to a very obscure gay website that barely anyone's heard of, and they go post the pictures there. They don't go to like a really big place. They don't go to a place that everybody would see it on, like Reddit or 4chan or anything like that. They would go to a really tiny, very little known gay website and post it there where nobody would see it. These guys, who was the other one who got caught like showing the squirrel in his pants to a 16-year-old? The New York guy, Carlos Danger, was his name on all the dating sites. Wiener, Anthony. Oh God, how do you forget Anthony Weiner's name? But Weiner was the same way. Like pictures of his cock show up everywhere. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I must have been hacked." Yeah, people just hack random guys' phones, pull up cock pics, and just throw them out there to girls. These old guys got to do better at their excuses when they get caught with their dick out, literally. Greasy N-word with $2 says, "I see a bunch of," this is Rumble, of course, "I see a bunch of sand trying to exterminate each other, and I get a triple Viagra Cialis boner. Guillotines are the answer for our political problems in the West." And there's that. That brings us to 2:20 tonight. Thank you guys very much. No e-begging until the end tonight. So if you guys are feeling generous, thank you. 2:20, thank you to Greasy for that. So Frank was better. Frank Biden, who is the guy who first referred to Joe Biden as the big guy in meetings with, foreign powers who were giving the Biden family millions of dollars so that they could use our tax dollars later to enrich those people. What a great return on investment. Frank apparently got caught with, for an older guy, pretty fucking jacked, and he's got a hat on. I mean, it's clearly steroids, but mirror, cock out, hard as a rock, gay dating site. Just, is there like a scandal checklist for the Bidens? And this was just one they hadn't crossed off yet. Like they're playing scandal bingo in the White House, and they're just crossing them off one by one. And they were like, gay brother cock pics. We don't have gay brother cock pics yet. Can we get one? And I'm sure they go on like Hunter's laptop. Oh no, they didn't go on Hunter's laptop. They found him on the gay dating site. And they're like, "Oh, hey, nope, I got that one. I got Frank with his dick out on a gay dating site. Bingo." Yes. That was always going to be the tough one. Hunter fucking up was always a free space. So everybody had that one. But a naked selfie of Joe Biden's brother Frank has been discovered on a gay porn site. I mean, as it does. The photo was uploaded to guyswithiphones.com. See, now that's where the whole I was hacked thing to me is totally horseshit. Like if somebody's going to hack the president's brother's phone and post the pictures of the guy's cock anywhere, he'd do it. He'd send it to the New York Post. He'd send it to CNN, Fox News, all these other places. Like Fox News would publish it in a heartbeat. They're not going to hack your phone and then put you on guyswithiphones.com. If they want to make you look gay, they'd put it on Grindr. Maybe, I mean, that one perhaps, but not guys. I've never heard of guyswithiphones.com. And I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, yeah, sure, Aaron, you haven't. I swear. I know all the good gay ones. Wait, what? Become a member. I love members. The photo was uploaded to Guys with iPhones in 2018 when Frank, who has a long-term female partner named Mindy Ward, was 64. Even after more than 5 years, it's still live on the site. Well, you don't fuck with a good picture, if it ain't broke. It was first unearthed by right-wing nonprofit Marco Polo, which has been investigating the Biden family for alleged political corruption and crime for years. You know what's amazing is Trump never did anything like that was criminal his whole time he was president. And they kept trying to charge him with something criminal, and they kept trying to nail him for something criminal, whereas Joe Biden is the exact opposite way. It seems that he has a litany of highly illegal shit ranging from misdemeanor to felony. And they just will not go after this guy to save their life, will not charge this guy to save their life. Even when they go after his son, it's on a ticky-tack gun charge that's going to mean nothing. Now you got Frank with his dick out on a gay porn site or a gay dating service, and he goes, oh, I was hacked. Of course you were. When approached by Daily Mail, Frank, 69, of course he is, conceded he was the man in the photo, but denied that he was the one who posted it. Yeah, I just creepily take naked pictures of me with my dick out in the mirror and keep them on my phone for no reason. I mean, that's a believable defense, right? Sure it is. I've absolutely no comment. I could care less. Well, that means you could. You couldn't. If you could not care any less than you do, then that would be the bottom level of caring. Why do people after all these years still fuck that up? If you say I could care less, that means you care. I could not care less means that you could not possibly care any less than you do right now. Stop. This is an easy one. This is like axe and ask. How is this still a thing? And don't say black people. You're going to make people mad. But how is I could care less still a thing? How is axe still a thing? How is these ones still a thing? There's a bunch of those other just dipshit things that people who have spoken English their entire lives still don't get. Frank said Monday morning when he was asked about the shot at his Florida home, they must have hacked my phone, he said. Yeah, all those militant gays on guyswithiphones.com who just go around hacking strangers' phones and putting pictures of they just go hack phones hoping against hope that there's a picture of the person's cock in there. Anything that is a revealing picture of some kind is between Mindy and me. Maybe Mindy posted it. Maybe she voted for Trump. I really don't want to start my day off this way, said Frank. Definitely didn't post it anywhere. You ready to see this fucking weirdo? Look at this. So there's Frank Biden. Now, first of all, he was 64 when he took this picture. He's in great shape for a 64-year-old. I mean, shit, he's in good shape for a 40-year-old. But that's beside the point. We're taking a picture of our cock in a mirror. And this is what I hate. My biggest problem with these bathroom pictures is this. Could you not take a shit and then, or a piss or whatever you did here? It's a little yellow, so he just pissed. Could you not take a piss, leave the seat up, and take the boner picture? Could you put the fucking seat down before you take a boner picture? I don't need to see whether or not you're drinking enough water while you take your boner selfie. Frank Biden, it's probably a little Freudian of me that I'm just hanging out at the dick area. Kind of odd that you leave the baseball cap on, too, with your cock pic. I mean, you're sending the internet your dick. You don't need to be embarrassed of your hairline, and that's coming from me. But there's Frank in all his glory, and he says, "Yep, my phone was hacked." Wasn't me. Why would that be me? It's right there on Guys. Yeah, there it is. Guys with iPhones. Daddy, take me away. A hot dilf. God, really. And then there's Hunter, of course. Boy, that Biden family just loves taking out their phone and taking pictures of their dicks, don't they? They absolutely love it. More than anything. So I don't know. Was he hacked? I don't think so. I think he posted it to a gay dating website. Is it illegal? No, it doesn't matter. It's just another embarrassing thing. Honestly, with all the shit that's gone poorly for this administration, I feel like the Frank Biden cockpick thing should almost be like a welcome distraction for them. where they can just they can just be like, look, I mean, at least you can't be brought up on charges for that, Frankie boy, huh? We're good. Thank you to Wasn't Me with $10. Says, glad you're on Kick. Streamlabs is really difficult to donate on. Why? You need an anonymous donation site that works. Good show, just the same. Well, thank you, Wasn't Me. I appreciate it. That puts us at 2:15 tonight. Thank you very much. Keep that going. All the links are there, pinned and on the chat and all that other stuff. Thank you guys very, very much. 8 people on Kick. Holy shit. And Hobo Chili Recipe is all over the Kick chat right now, writing simply racial slurs and gay accusations towards me. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Hobo loves in a very interesting way. Let's just say that. SH says, I bet he's got better teeth than Hunter, too. He's got the crackhead beat in the body category. Yeah, I mean, Hunter's Uncle Frank is like 10, 12 years, no, like 20 years older than Hunter is. And he's in way better shape than Hunter is. I mean, in fairness, crack will fuck you up. No doubt. All right, switching gears. Would I love to sit here and talk to you guys about Frank Biden's cock all night? I mean, who wouldn't? But we've got things to do before we go to before April gets back here. The mandated report. Oh, look at this. We got the mandated reporter in the chat. Says, good evening. Don't mind me. I'm just here to ensure all TOS are followed. Well, guys, we had a good run. It was Flying Lot Lizard. God damn it. Fucking enough. I'm not kidding. Cut the fucking shit. I love you, buddy. Thank you, but it's not cute. It's not fucking funny. It's not a good thing. Cut the bullshit. Go take that to Rumble or somewhere else. Mandated reporter says, I'm sorry, but I'm a mandated reporter. Flying J Lot Lizard, no offense, buddy. I know you're a member and everything, but you're fucking gone next time you pull that shit. I'll lose my channel on my own. Thank you very much. I don't need your help losing my channel. If anyone can fuck this up, it's me. I don't need your help. So fucking, it's not like you're not adding anything to the show. Next time, I'm not going to give you the attention. I'm just going to send you home. That's it. Just going to get rid of it. Yeah, look at that. Don't give the mandated reporter anything he can use, for Christ's sake. Oh, my God. To do it on the day that the mandated reporter is here. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Have you no decency, sir? It's not even the mandated reporter's fault. He's a mandated reporter. He's forced to. It's not his fault. Flex says, boot me. No, not going to. T. Jefferson says, yeah, this is getting stupid. Yeah, I mean, first Sam, then Flying J. Like, people who are cool, people I really like, who just... But, you know, the kind of audience I attract, it's been that way for me for a decade now. It's just people who think I would think a certain thing is funny. And they're, like, doing it to try to impress me. And I'm like, guys, could you swing and miss harder? Like, could you have misread? Like, sometimes I'm actually in amazement. I'm actually astounded by how big of a swing and miss some of our fans take of like, oh, Aaron will think this is fucking hilarious. Like, no, he doesn't. The mandated reporter says, thank you, Aaron, for that. But I still have to report I'm mandated to. Look, hey, I get it, mandated reporter. It's right there in the name. Hey, does anybody, I had like 4 people send me this this story, and I don't mean to say I don't care, but I don't get it. So this guy in Minnesota grew the largest pumpkin in the history of the world. And I just, like, to me, unless there's a way, like, unless there's a market where people just sell giant pumpkins to people, like, I don't know. Am I missing like a part on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or anywhere else where people just wait and they buy obscenely large pumpkins. Otherwise, I don't really understand the point of this. Like, you grow the pumpkin, it takes forever. You fertilize it right, water it right, whatever the fuck you do to pumpkins. You put the right Miracle Grow shit on it, and the pumpkin goes bananas. I mean, it becomes the biggest pumpkin anyone's ever seen. And people will drive around, they'll come see it. And the Guinness people will come out and they'll go, wow, that's the biggest pumpkin that's ever existed. Okay, cool. Then what? Like I said, do you like freeze dry it and then sell it to people who are huge on large pumpkins? I don't really understand what the end game is. I'm not trying to ruin the giant pumpkin thing for people. People love the giant pumpkins. But, Gurmy says he won 30 grand for the pumpkin. Well, now that's a different story. Now, if you're winning 30 grand for the world's largest pumpkin, then fucking grow your pumpkin. Don't listen to me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. 30 grand for the pumpkin. Absolutely. Let's find out more about this guy. Like I said, this got sent to me a bunch today.
All right, check out this massive gourd. Travis Ginger, a Minnesota teacher, will soon head out to California.
That's a tricky name to say on the news, isn't it? Travis Ginger. Too many N's and I's and G's in there. Oof, that could trip you up. There was a weatherman. I think he was in Atlanta, and it was Martin Luther King Day, and he was doing the weather, and he like fucked up the letters in Martin Luther King. He was trying to say like noon, Martin Luther King Jr. noon or something like that. And he said Martin Luther Coon. And it was just, you're watching it. And I remember I was on the radio at the time and I went, I hope they don't fire this guy. That is so clearly an honest fuck up. Like he wasn't trying to be racist or anything like that. And they fired him. They let the guy go anyway. There's just those certain words that, you're unforgiven if you slip up. Even if your boss knows, even if most of the reasonable people in the audience know that, okay, I know the difference between a guy being racist and saying a fucked up word and a guy slipping. That was a guy slipping. We should be adults. We should just allow that. It should be fine. But everybody gets a lot more attention if they're offended or a victim now. So you got to, even if you're not upset about something, you have to say you are, and then you get TV time and column inches.
California to find out if this year's pumpkin is actually a Guinness World Record holder. It's basically the Super Bowl of Pumpkin Fest with $9 a pound to the winner and 30 grand if you make a world record. There's a lot at stake here.
Yeah, okay, I'm an ass. I was like, why the fuck are you growing a giant pumpkin? It gets confirmed as the world record, and then what? You just throw it in the back of your truck, it fucks up your suspension, and you drive home? No, apparently you get $30,000. And then imagine all the pumpkin seeds you could eat.
As Rose Schmidt takes us to his patch.
It started off round like a basketball, but now there's no doubt.
Do they think we're all retarded? I hate when they do that. Sorry to pause so much. I hate when they bring out a basketball and they go, the pumpkin was started out as big as a basketball. Oh, thank Christ that you brought a basketball out for me to look at, Rose, because I would have never understood what you meant by a pumpkin as big as a basketball. I would have thought it was like this if you hadn't brought that out there. Oh, thank Christ for visual aids. That's what this report is. Visual aids.
Michael Jordan, the pumpkin, is massive.
Get it?
The question, though, is will he break a Guinness World Record? We'll know in a week.
Actually, it does kind of look like Michael Jordan. I mean, just the nose, but it does kind of look like him a little bit. That joke was just for Hobo Chili Recipe. I want you to know.
In this seemingly magical pumpkin patch, everything Travis Ginger touches turns to Guinness.
It's not for fame or fortune or anything. It's just basically to put smiles on people's faces. And people just love seeing a giant pumpkin.
And he's grown a few of them.
People are really stupid and easily entertained. People just love coming out here and seeing the giant pumpkin. They drive for miles around to do it. Shit, that sounds... Now you're depressing me, sir.
East of Now Then. This teacher at
I was like by Elk River, Minnesota.
Already has 3 world records. And hello, gorgeous. This could be a 4th.
People are enamored by the size. I mean, this thing's 7'5" by 6'7".
Michael Jordan, named to honor the year 2023, is still growing after a warm fall. He'll be left on the vine until the last possible second this weekend.
What we're going to do is try and lift this thing with a bunch of straps and harnesses onto a pallet.
Watch him drop it and it just smashes all over the... That would be awesome. If they try to lift this thing up and they get it, we got it up. But it, let's say it sways and it accidentally lets loose and drops right on the cab of the truck and just crushes the fucking thing. Oh, would that be awesome? I mean, I hope first he gets it measured and confirmed and it's a record holder and everything else. But otherwise, yeah, fuck, that would be fun to watch that end tragically.
I have 30.
Fucking crushes his dog. The pumpkin, you hear the straps go snap and then you just hear a arf and then nothing. I guess we're making pumpkin pie this weekend.
5 hours west
to the World Championship Pumpkin Weigh-Off in California.
Oh, of course.
Where this pumpkin could be crowned largest by circumference.
Who's circumference? They're bringing in a knight? Going to be crowned the largest by circumference? I didn't even know he was... I thought he was at a joust this weekend at a Renaissance festival. Oh, we're so lucky. Sorry, it's so stupid. There's actually going to be a guy judging the cow competition. Did you know that? Another knight. Sirloin will be there. You see Sirloin, he judges the cows because they're beef. But circumference, he measures the pumpkins and how big around they are. There's another guy who's going to be judging the metalworking competition. The guy, do you guys, hold on, I'm going to take this off the screen because I want to see what the chat is doing right now. I'm hoping there's a lot of pain in the chat. But before, I got a couple people to thank too. I'll just get this last one out and then we'll get to the thank yous. Then I'll catch up with the chat and then we'll get back to the pumpkin guy. So you got Circumference. He's judging the size of the pumpkin competition. And then you got Sirloin. He's judging the cows. Did you know that judging the metalwork competition is actually Sir Tinley? Because metal. Because tin. You see Sir Tinley. Certainly. Sir Tinley is going to be judging the metalwork. But it's like Sirloin is going to be judging. Hold on a minute. I got to make a phone call. These are gold. I got to, hold on one second. Give me 1 second. I know somebody who's going to absolutely love these. Phone call there. Here we go. It's hey. There we go. Come on. Come on.
Yo, dude.
Hey, I'm on the air here, but I had some stuff I wanted to run by you. You being a seasoned comic and all, I wanted to run some gold.
No, it's Gino. No, it's Gino, buddy.
Oh, sorry, I thought this was Aaron Berg. Wrong number.
Anyway, we'll wing it. What's up,
all
buddy?
Right. So we're talking about a story about a guy in Minnesota here who grew the world's largest pumpkin, and they said the pumpkin contest is going to be judged by circumference. And I said, oh, it's nice that they're bringing a knight in here to judge the pumpkin competition. It's great that circumference. And then now see, because you got to keep the joke going. When you got gold, you got to keep mining for more gold.
You got to shoehorn it into the ground. Go on. I'm with you.
So Gino, they're going to be having a cattle judging competition, beef cattle, right?
Right.
And they've got another knight coming out there to judge that one.
Right, that would be sirloin of beef.
Sirloin, we'll be judging that one, yes. And then there's a metalworking competition. You probably didn't know this.
I did not.
There's a metalworking competition, and another knight is going to be judging that one.
Now, I don't know this one. Who would that be?
Sir Tinley.
What? Certainly. Now, you are aware there will also be a drinking contest going on, and you know who will be judging that?
Oh, who's that?
That will be cirrhosis of liver.
Fuck. Oh, write them.
What do you think? I have a job? I've got something better to do? Are you stupid?
Write them down. Send them to Carl.
I will do exactly that.
Sir Tinley. Sir Tinley.
Sir Tinley. I like the Sir Tinley.
All right. You and I will be filling in for Anthony Cumia on the Anthony Cumia show tomorrow. I want you, before that show, if you're not familiar with the rant, I want you to write, or I want you to search on YouTube tonight, Jerry Burns press conference, and then tell me if you want to use it tomorrow.
I can tell I do already, but I will search it. By the way, did you see In Hot Water today? Not like it matters, but did you ever see the video called, Jesus, well, I can't even think of the video we showed today?
No.
Of the kid on the roller coaster. Now I can't remember. Was it Joyce? Oh, I'll text it to you.
No,
It's the funniest 1 minute. I'm useless. I'm watching the Phillies try and fuck up this game, but yeah, I'll let you know. Now who the fuck is calling me?
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, later, Sir Kinley.
All right, bye, Cirrhosis.
Sir Kinley will.
All right. Get the fuck out of here. Sir Tinley. Wayne Chambers with $5 says, Aaron, I wake up every day thinking how to impress floppy tits man on the internet. Is it working? Yes. Thank you. Buddy Travis with $10 says, hey, Google points. Oh, thank you for the Google points. I appreciate that. And there was, I thought there was one more that I had to get to. There it is. Trucker 18 Wheeler says, don't ever do that again. Oh, man. See, I thought that was really good. Today, I have been proven wrong, unfortunately. Thank you for all of that, guys. 2:05 away from tonight's goal. We appreciate it. If you're just tuning in, we started something this morning where I am going to give it a shot by not doing the e-begging thing during the show. I'm going to thank the people who send in money. I'm going to update you on what the goal is. Put the links in the chat, and then move on from there. It worked very well this morning. I've told everyone historically, I've said it doesn't work. We kind of need to nudge a little bit. We didn't have to this morning, and I'm going to keep that going until it fails. And then we got a nice little backdrop. We're hosting the Anthony Cumia show tomorrow on Compound Media, compoundmedia.com. Get your subscriptions, and we're going to use that to pad anything that we might miss. So it was either that or take a day off, and I know that if I take a night off, basically you guys crucify me and send me all kind of mean messages. So we're going to hopefully try some new things this week and hope it works out great. $2 over on Rumble from Greasy. He says, certainly why I watch the show. Thank you. Oh, Egg Picker came up with another one. There's actually a contest at this fair where they're going to judge the way people stand when they're ejaculating. You guys didn't know that. No, this is a real one. Egg Picker says it's going to be judged by circumstance. Circumstance is going to judge the ejaculate part of the it's your cum stance, because circumstance. People are saying in the chat, April, get here quick. Thank you to Rupert for $10. Says, are you doing an evening show tomorrow, or is it just tax? I'm going to do both. Compound was very generous, and here's what I'm going to do. Instead of taking a night off, if we're knocking these all out and doing great, and we don't have to use what they're giving us to pad any missed goals this week, then I will kind of do a fuck around show tomorrow night, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see, but I appreciate it, guys. I'm not going to leave you in the lurch. I'm at least going to come on for a little bit. I do appreciate it. So, by the way, thank you to Rupert. 200 away. Appreciate all your guys' contributions. All your links are in the chat and all that. Thank you. Oh, my God, guys, don't look now, but we're in the double digits on Kick. Holy shit. Oh, my God. It's ridiculous what's happening. And 45 followers on Kick. It's too much too soon. Apparently, if we get to 75 followers on Kick, you're monetized on Kick. So, very cool. Someone writing in the chat, who was it over on YouTube? I got 3 chats I got to look at now. Name E-Man says, what's the advantage of joining Rumble? Well, our Friday shows are Rumble exclusive, so there is that part. It's free to join Rumble. And there's uncensored, you know, they don't strike people. They're a free speech place. There's a lot of people on Rumble that aren't allowed on YouTube that you can check out. It's up to you. But as far as the benefit for this show, it would simply be that we do our Friday shows on Rumble. And those are our most watched shows of the week. All right, let's skip the fucking pumpkin idiot. Good for his 30 grand. I'm very happy with him. Or very happy for you. But I really don't give a shit about gigantic pumpkins. I don't know if that makes me a bad guy. I'm sure April, being a rural gal like she is, I'm sure she finds a lot of fascination in the pumpkins. But me personally, I just want to make circumstance jokes with Egg Picker. That's all. Yes, thank you, Egg Picker, over in the Rumble chat. Kick.com/SteelToe Show. I appreciate it. Hey, guys, I'm sure that this will not end up costing you anything for your Dish Network or your DirecTV or anything satellite related. I'm sure it's not going to have any problems. I'm sure it's just going to be a simple fine, and they won't pass it along to the consumer at all. But the Federal Communications Commission has said it has issued a space debris enforcement action for the first time ever by imposing a fine of $150,000 on Dish for failing to properly deorbit a TV satellite. Now, I've never heard of this before, and for good reason. It's never happened. To settle this matter, Dish admits that it failed to operate the EchoStar 7 satellite in accordance with its authorization, will implement a compliance plan, and will pay a $150,000 civil penalty for a space debris enforcement. So now, is this something that they're going to try and do, like, to these other companies and, like, try to just nickel and dime them out of their money? Or is this, like, a legit thing that they did wrong? Like, if they didn't decommission the satellite right and it fucked shit up and, you know, stuff fell to earth and all that, then I get it. You're putting people in danger. But if it's just a ticky-tacky government regulation thing, then it's another thing that makes me hate the FCC even more than I already do. If they can just go in there and go, oh, yeah, you guys are being all funky like a monkey up in space. Give us $150,000. I never understood that part either. Please explain to me how a government regulatory agency can levy fines against a corporation or a company and then just collect the fine money for themselves. If there's no victim, there should be no fine. And if there is a fine, it should go to the victim. Meaning the government shouldn't just get to go, hey, you private citizen, we think this thing you did was wrong. Give us $150,000 or we'll bust your balls. That's what the mafia does. I hate that shit. If, like, I don't know, they didn't decommission a satellite properly and it, like, beheaded an astronaut out in space somewhere, and, like, they had to compensate the family, and they made Dish pay a fine to the life insurance company that had to pay out. Okay, I understand. Or, like, if your satellite fell and then it, you know, crashed into some farmer's field and destroyed all his crops. All right, well, then you got to pay the farmer. I understand that. But I never understood, hey, you did something wrong, private business. Pay us, the government, for the thing you did wrong. That just sounds stupid to me. It's, like, really dumb, and it doesn't make any sense. And I know people are trying to go, oh, yeah, it's the people. The government is the people. Oh, would you grow up, Charlie Brown? It is not the people, the government. The government is, what do you call it? A conglomerate. Trucker 18-wheeler with $2 says, judging for how people sit is certificate. Certificate. So are you all right? Are you going to make it? Yes. Do you have everything you need?
Now that I have you.
Oh, that's so goddamn disgusting and cute.
Hey, guess what?
What?
There's going to be a tool judging contest.
Oh, a tool judging contest. That sounds great.
Do you know who's going to judge it?
Who's that?
Circular saw. Get it? Like circular saw?
Let it breathe next time. You didn't let it breathe long enough.
I was thinking about it the whole way home.
No, you were very excited. I understand. Circular saw.
Oh, I'm sad that you're not more interested in the pumpkin guy.
Circular. I don't give a shit about big pumpkins.
I don't know. Like, I was listening to you talk about him and like, why would anyone grow a pumpkin? And I'm like, because he makes thousands of dollars.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know that part. The $30,000.
Now, who told you 30 grand? Because the news said like 54 grand. It was pretty big.
30 grand for being the world record holder, and then he gets paid per pound.
Oh, yeah. So he gets to take home $54,000 for that one pumpkin.
Nice.
So
grow 2 of them. That's the answer. But how much does it cost to get a freak like that to grow?
Probably just your care and love and water.
How does it end up that big?
You just
get lucky?
I don't know. You ever heard of like talking to plants and they like can hear you and feel
I've heard all kinds of gay hippie shit.
I love the
Bunch of
horticulture
commies.
building at the fair, like the state fair. They got all the big ones.
That's a flow chart, right? Horticulture.
Yeah, they got a lot of eggplants in there.
Starts at whores and then goes to Beethoven.
The little eggplants start about average, and then they go all the way here.
That makes sense. All right, now
in
I
the
get it.
horticulture building.
Horticulture. Flex says, hey. Did Gino bang April? How was Keanu? She's looks okay, LOL, plus our Chrissy's low hangers. I think Flex has been drinking.
I think so.
I think Flex has been
No,
imbibing just a little bit.
Gino didn't touch me, but me and Keanu had a moment.
Yeah, that's about it. Her and Keanu, as we call them now, the Scissor Sisters.
Don't
you didn't hear Keanu call into the members only show last night?
Nope, I was hunting.
Keanu called in. She goes, "Has April been talking about me? Has she been saying? Is she asking about me?"
Did she really? You didn't tell me she called.
She did. I forgot to
She
tell you
asked about me.
She did in a very comical way.
I'm so hot right now.
Cerberus, becoming a member for his 11th month, says judging the shape and condition in the phallus competition. Oh, we got another one.
Oh yeah.
Judging the shape and condition in the phallus competition. Sir cum-sized. Sir cum-sized. The night of the round table, of course. Sir cum-sized.
I get it because he's snipped, right?
Yes.
I like this bit.
David Chandler with 1999. Thank you, David. He says, even the smallest amount of debris moving at orbital speeds is extremely dangerous, and NASA has to track all of it. Unfortunately, threats of fines are needed to persuade compliance. Of course, it's fucking David Chandler who puts me in my place after I'm cocking off going on an anti-government rant. He's like, no, actually, Aaron, it's this. And now a lot of show hosts, I want to show you how to handle this if you're just starting out or you do your own podcast. What I've learned in my experience in this business is a lot of hosts, when their audience tries to correct them, they get cunty and bitchy and they double down.
Okay.
This is the funnest part about being a host when your audience corrects you after you've just gone on this big, long rant and they correct you on it. Mm-hmm. This is the funnest part because the listener sometimes will be like, I'm going to tell him what a fucking doofus he is and watch. No, when so David Chandler corrects me on what I got wrong and I'll go, oh, okay, well then I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Well, he of all people gets to correct you, right?
Yes. Even if he's wrong right now, he's right. Even if that's incorrect scientifically, he's paid up.
I think our show is sponsored by David Chandler.
It is sponsored by David Chandler. Thank you, David. David Chandler, Stoney's, Midland Armory, and All Care Towing, and especially, again, David Chandler. Thank you, Mr. Chandler. 185 away from it tonight. Thank you guys very much. Oh, my goodness. The experiment of me shutting my fucking mouth and just doing a show and not doing any of the e-begging stuff, dare I say it's working.
It's been very refreshing.
No. Shoot till you miss, essentially. 185 away tonight. Thank you, boys and girls.
This morning's show was great to listen to. It was really nice to not listen to, like, the goal
yes.
every 5 seconds, it seems.
I loved it, too.
I think I noticed it more because I have to have it hit as well. So
yeah. So it was nice. It's very nice. We are not doing a very good show, however, for Kick. Kick has now got us down to 5, so we are definitely it's the end of our run on Kick.
You know what?
It was a great run. We did fantastic. We were up at 30 at one point the other day.
I like the whole look, though.
Kick looks nice.
Kick looks cool. It looks like a cooler Twitch.
We are at 45 followers on Kick, not to brag, on our first day on Kick, and looking to get to 75. That's the big affiliate number.
I'll give you a follow.
Oh, thanks.
After the show.
Do you even have Kick? Oh, no. Why help? Why do you need help?
Oh, they can't see it.
Sirloin.
Can I get Sirloin in here to help me, for God's sakes?
Hulkamasha Baby says, well, their budget only... I love this. He goes, well, their budget only tracks 3% of the sky, and it's a... No, pardon me, sir, but it's a big-ass sky. What's that from? I'll say it in an
Men in
accent.
Black.
Ready? Here. Currently, NASA's budget only allows us to track 3% of the sky, and no offense, sir, but it's a big-ass sky.
Armageddon.
Bingo. Up top.
Got it.
See, April, you put a firecracker in the palm of your hand. You set it off. What happens? You burn your hand. Close your hand around that same firecracker. Set it off. Wife's going to be opening up your ketchup bottles the rest of your life. The president's advisors are wrong. I'm right. We're not going to be able to blow this thing up from the outside. What we got to do is we got to blow it up on the fault line from the inside. And how do we do that? We drill. We find the world's best deep core drillers. We train a team. We send them up. We land on the asteroid. We drill a hole 800 feet deep, and you detonate on the fault line. Okay, I love that movie, and I think it's great. But just right there, everyone should have run out of the theater laughing.
No, keep going.
No, I'm serious. But that movie, as much as I love it because it's just mindless, silly fun, and I enjoy it, when they explained training a team of astronauts to drill on an asteroid that's moving at an insane rate of speed through space, that you're going to land craft on it and then drill on it. Yes. I'm sorry. We all should have run out of the theater and went, that's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
It's a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I always had that in my documentary section.
Did you think Men in Black was legit too?
Oh, I think the better question is, did you think it wasn't? What better cover-up for there being an actual Men in Black organization than to make a movie about it?
They might be real. Area 51. We don't know.
Area 51, you knew then.
Why can't we know?
And you did nothing.
I don't like this.
I have a question. Isn't this supposed to be against the rules of like having a college football team? Apparently, the University of Utah just gave every scholarship player on their team a new Dodge Ram.
Oh, fucking right.
No, but I thought you weren't allowed to get these kids a fucking sandwich or you were in trouble.
I just think you can't have it sponsored by, but now if the university claimed that they bought them because they needed them for something and then gifted them, I don't know that that's the same.
I thought
I think they just kind of want their students to stick around. They're student athletes.
See, my thing is, I know they changed the rules not too long ago, and these kids are now allowed to make money off their name. Like it used to be, if you did like a grand opening for a sporting goods store and you signed autographs and that store paid you and you were a college athlete, you're banned from college athletics forever.
Which I think is gay because a lot of big name students do sell tickets.
Right.
So,
and the school makes a shitload of money, and the NCAA makes a shitload of money off of them while they're giving up their body every week for free. You should be able to sign some autographs for some money.
Hey, if your university wants to hand you a brand new truck, why not?
Well, see, now that part to me is confusing because I didn't think they allowed for that kind of shit.
Like I said, I just don't think it can be specifically sponsored to them by anything, for anything.
Okay.
Now, if it's a gift, I don't know that that's illegal.
Well, here's how it went down. Here's the video.
I want you guys to know how much the alumni appreciate you guys and how proud we are to be alumni. You guys really show the world exactly what it means to be a Utah man, and we appreciate you guys. Not only do you make us alumni proud, but you make this community proud.
Where he going with this?
On behalf of the Crimson Collective and the collective donors.
Yo, dog, I'm getting some money out of this shit.
You hope so, right?
Shit. I love how he's saying nice things to all of them, and all the players is like, yo, dog, you just gonna give me some free shit or something? Because I'm itching. Yo, where that money at, cuh? I just imagine they're saying.
Is that how they talk?
I'm imagining they're saying cuh at the end of it. That's what I would say.
N-word free, I'm guessing.
What?
This is the class he joined. They don't say that one. They just say cuh.
Not when the white people are around. Say cuh. Yo, we get in the truck, cuh.
I love how slack jaw you go when you talk like that.
Well, that's,
And this community.
Yo, let me ask you, we getting a ride, cuh?
Give me more Pacific.
Let me ask you something, cuh.
They wanted to grant each and every one of you guys a brand new Dodge Ram truck.
Christ.
See, their reaction is just like mine. They're like, are we allowed to cheer? I feel like this is a sting operation. I'm pretty sure this is illegal.
But who cares?
And the alumni are buying it for them, so it's people who used to go to Utah, which shows that Utah has a shitload of really wealthy graduates.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, all right, let's pool our money together.
Dude,
let's each buy one of the football players a truck.
You be getting pussy times two. You're a football player and you got a new truck?
You got a new truck, yeah.
Oh, man.
You got pussy in the truck.
Oh, there you go. Don't
Cool.
even need a room.
Unfortunately, for some of the players, it's going to lead to a rape allegation, but it's totally not founded.
If she willingly bends over that tailgate.
She's getting it in the tailpipe.
Oh.
See, I thought this was illegal. I always thought this got you in serious trouble.
Don't ruin a good thing. So you just get the pick?
We got a full iPad screen right here. There's a full iPad screen.
How many of these trucks are getting crashed by the end of the week?
I know. My heart just broke because I'm like, they should have given that to me. I'd drive it better. 3
Utah football players are dead today after wrapping their Dodge Rams around a phone pole.
Yikes.
A very sad day for the university. Stop. You know, it would be awesome if this ends with an NCAA official coming out like Chris Hansen, and he's like, why don't all you players take a seat? You said that you were accepting these gifts from alumni as compensation for playing football. Why don't you have a seat?
No, see now that the guy with the microphone said it correctly. He's like, it's for the alum to show our appreciation of you. It's a gift.
No, Mr. NCAA man, sir. This thing said it had 18 miles on it. Why don't you check that again? Because we looked at the odometer and it says it has 12 miles on it. So you're into trucks with 12 on them? Is that it? Is there anything else you like at 12 that you'd like to confess to? I just feel like this is a big sting operation. So it's going to be such a big sting operation that the NCAA people are going to come down from the rafters in face paint and a baseball bat. It's going to be a true sting operation.
Oh, God. Are you thinking there's obviously there's tracking devices in trucks. You think they want to keep an eye on their whereabouts and such?
So they don't steal. I hear you.
Oh, no.
I see what you're saying.
No.
I got you.
Maybe so they don't visit any daycares, and not that they would do that ever.
Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, when is my onion coming up for the fight? I can't wait for Aaron to kick my onion's ass. That guy's so full of shit. His eyes are brown. Rupert with $4.99 says they're definitely football players who happen to go to college and not college students who happen to play football.
100%, right?
Yeah. Return Trip says this is why we needed 80,000 more IRS agents. Exactly.
Nah. Yeah, do you really think the alumni bought those themselves? The answer is no.
Dustin, yeah, how many of them are going to get pulled over and they're going to have to be like, yo, it ain't stolen, it's mine, cuh.
I don't know, that paint job be fresh.
Magnum DUI says University of Miami is sponsored by Glock. They made special sideways grips on the guns. What's the problem, boomer? Sorry. I apologize.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it sounds like they're allowed to do that now. I just don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
So why the hell not then? That's cool as hell. If they can keep their athletes there, doing well for them, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I guess when they change the rules about compensation and receiving gifts and stuff, that's allowed now.
In the grand scheme of things, if you're being realistic with those big universities, sports is what makes them money as well. That is a huge draw.
Can college football players receive gifts?
Trucks.
Yeah, trucks. Do you know that college athletes can now make money? They are not paid by their colleges or universities, but they can receive gifts from boosters. Okay.
Hot damn.
Make deals with companies to use their names, images, and likenesses and endorse products. There you go.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Do you know how much money Johnny Manziel would have made back in the day if they would have allowed him to do that? Holy shit. SH says, good way to keep an eye on their behavior. Yeah, keep tabs on them.
Obviously, there's GPS in those things. One of them doesn't show up for practice that day. Oh, where the hell he at?
Why do they say it like that?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
You started this.
I don't understand what that part means.
Certainly.
I don't look. That is a peachable fence. I don't mean to take Britney Spears' side on anything, but I think the media has gone a little too far this week with trying to. I feel like they're trying to force it now on the Britney stuff, whereas before they just kind of let it come to them.
The last thing I saw was the knife thing.
Yeah, so that was legit because you're like, holy shit, she's in there waving knives around like a lunatic. Now she was sporting like a bandage on her finger.
I saw that.
And TMZ's like, oh, what did she do now? I'm like, no,
really?
that was probably nothing.
I didn't know they made a big stink of it. I saw it briefly on like Instagram, like, oh, Britney takes down video after having a bandage on her finger.
Yeah, they were like,
Like,
what did
okay.
she do to herself? What
Maybe
has she done?
cut it.
Maybe she was dancing with knives and she sliced her finger.
Maybe she shoved it in a pencil sharpener.
Yeah. Maybe she was just eating it because she's too stupid to know it's not food.
Maybe she was petting the sharks on vacation.
I feel like sometimes with Britney Spears, it does kind of become the South Park episode where they're doing a little bit of wag the dog. And I hate it because it's so unnecessary. You can just wait and she'll fuck up. Like you could just wait and she'll do something remarkably retarded. You don't have to go, oh, bandage on her finger. What could it be? It's not important. She'll tell you if it's something big.
It was indeed a big bandage. It was like as if she took a whole Kleenex and wrapped it around her finger like this. It was like her whole finger. So it was interesting. I don't think it's worth noting.
Yeah. I'm more concerned about like the medicated look in her eyes when she does these dancing
Maybe her
videos.
outfits.
Yeah, she's dancing in her fucking underwear just on Instagram at 45
Where can
years
I find
old.
that shirt?
It's actually
Keanu probably knows.
It's actually one of Hulk Hogan's old shirts turned backwards. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why do we do this?
See, for me, it's the medicated look on the face while we're dancing. I don't give a shit about the bandage. I don't care if she shows up and 4 of her fingers are chopped off at the first knuckle, like Davos Seaworth.
Wow.
There we go. I almost called him Dolores.
Do you enjoy wearing those knuckles around your neck?
I keep the bones in a bag around my neck to remind me of where I came from and how far I've come. He took a knife to the heart from his own people.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not for her medicated look, it's like just the sheer fact you've got to put out these creepy, cringy videos every single day.
Right. TMZ, let this one go. So she's got a little boo-boo.
You know, she had it stuck somewhere when she was doing Kegels.
Probably tried to shove it up her own asshole. It happens.
Oh, and it broke?
Yeah. You've never broken your own finger fingering your asshole?
I haven't yet. Is that a milestone?
What
Is
do you
that
guys,
like when you're 30?
What do you guys call yourself?
Dirty
adults?
30,
Yeah.
literally.
Muddy 30.
Aw. Look at them titties, though. That's the real story.
Tonight on the news, Britney Spears titties. Yeah, see, like, I don't see that. I don't get it. Like, she just sits there in her living room. And look at this. She has, like, other costumes out just on the floor.
Oh, my God. So she's messy. You stupid bitch.
And
Clean
there's
that house.
shit all over the back of the couch. She really is a mess. She's turning into Howard Hughes. There's probably a jar with urine and fingernails in it.
Oh, God. One of her dogs is, like, in a big jar with formaldehyde by now.
Yeah. There's 3 cats under the couch just dead, stinking.
God. I'm waiting for one of her shades back there to be, like, torn down.
Yeah. Or just blankets on them instead. Yeah, see, I don't think this one's that.
But this isn't normal behavior.
No, but it's no crazier than anything else she's ever done.
Yanking her pants down.
She wants people to see her puss.
She does, though.
Yeah.
Your tits are falling out.
Oh, she's dancing to a daddy song because get it, her daddy's an asshole.
Oh,
yeah, get
God.
it. Get it because her dad's a dick because, you know, all he did was take her from crazy and broke to worth $60 million. What a piece of shit her father is.
He didn't let her live her best life.
Yeah, I guess not. Well, she's living it now.
She really is. I think that is most important to her.
Oh, man. Sean says, I can't see April's titties. I'm leaving.
Maybe next time.
God, you sure do give up easy.
This was my lawn mowing outfit today. It was my supper making, my kid playing, driving thing outfit.
You didn't think of a name for that last
I had
one,
no
did you?
time to change, and I'm sorry about it.
I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't want to wear the same shirt for 2 shows, so I just threw a sweatshirt on.
I knew that as soon as I saw the stream. I knew you did that.
By the way, I'm Fettermaning today.
I see.
Did you notice? Guys, check it out. I'm Fetterman.
He's got no underpants on.
I'm Fettermaning right now. Hey, I got my pretty legs.
Do you want to show him your ankle thing?
My ankle thing? No, that's fine. But I've got my Fetterman look tonight for the show. All that's missing is the stuttering and the retardation.
Yeah,
and I'll get there.
Let's have a sans stroke Fetterman look.
I want you guys to show good fun time. It's west of the, and we go live. So the roads and cars, good night. Time for everyone. So look, ropes, and pull to lawns and windows tight, Vaseline, octopus shed.
Anything else?
Biden sweat, pistol whipping, black teenage bear, orange welt, top saw, ball peen hammer.
No.
There.
Oh, I should keep that down.
There you go. 30-year-old Ray DeVito says, I respect you making her mow the lawn. I don't get to mow the lawn in my own house. I've mowed the lawn like 3 times since she's gotten
you
here.
Say thank you. I enjoy doing it.
I appreciate it, but every time I've tried, I'm like, I want to fucking mow the lawn. I don't like it. I don't like it when she goes on the. I don't like it when she goes on the air and she fucking tells the audience that, oh, I do all the lawn mowing. Every time I mow the lawn, I get yelled at and told how bad of a job I do.
I literally have never yelled at you except the one time 3
told
years
me what
ago.
a shit job I do. No, I've absolutely mowed the lawn. I try to mow the lawn. I do.
I don't know what
and April she insists on doing it, and I don't know what the aggression is here, but I get abused for mowing the lawn.
I enjoy it the way you enjoy doing whatever you like doing.
I'm an abused man who doesn't get to mow his own lawn.
Okay, and then I'm a wife who's portrayed as an abuser on air for mowing lawn. You're welcome.
Yes, I'm abused. Yeah, David Chandler says house arrest, Aaron. Yeah.
Do you want to paint me in the picture of I never let you cook supper either because I always cook supper?
I'm under house arrest. No, I get to do that sometimes because that's in the house. I have my ankle bracelet and it doesn't go far.
You are mentally ill.
It doesn't go far enough away from the cradle when I'm cooking. But sometimes I get off the porch and I hear the beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, oh, shit, what am I going to do? That was a good David Chandler bit. I wouldn't have come up with that on my own. Thank you, David. All right, Tyreek Hill. We've had a couple of people who are Miami Dolphins fans, and they wanted me to go over this one. The Tyreek Hill thing, they were like, oh, man, I'm a Dolphins fan. I can't wait for you to talk about Tyreek Hill. I'm so happy that he's in the thumbnail. You're not going to like why. Like, it's not like we're going to talk football now and, oh, my God, are the Dolphins headed to the Super Bowl out of the AFC? It's about an interview he gave recently when he was talking about his plans after football. And now, in fairness to Tyreek Hill, he does have a plan for when his football career's over. That's more than a lot of athletes can say.
I can admire that.
He does have a plan.
You don't want to just spend your money.
Right. Let's this was less than a month ago. He kind of let us in on what he's thinking of doing after football's done. Let's listen to Tyreek Hill.
Aren't you retiring after the contract's up? I don't know, bro. Who knows? I can't post.
When you retire, you're gonna be all over, huh? You're gonna be on TV, everything. Huh?
Nah, when I retire, bro, I really want to be a porn star, though, bro. Like, dead serious. Like, you think I got that?
Crickets?
Nah, I mean, just do whatever you want, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't got an opinion on that.
Yeah, bro. Like, I really think I.
Nah, you're gonna be a comedian. Yeah.
How, bro? I don't want to be that, bro.
The other guy's like, dude, you don't need to be going on the internet telling people you want to do porn. He's like, he's trying to pivot. He's like, you should be a comedian. No, God damn it, I want to fuck on camera. Let me live my dreams.
Is there a reason to poo-poo that, I guess?
I mean, he can if he wants to.
It is a spot that needs to be filled.
He's going to be worth at least a few dozen million when this contract is up.
Right. So if you want to do something I'm guessing he thinks it's fun.
Kind of do whatever you want.
I don't know.
He's going to hate it. Like every normal person is like, oh, being a porn star would be so much fun. But every porn star is either like a drug addict, severely mentally damaged, suicidal, or like the normal ones will tell you, they're like, it's not fun. There's like 18 people watching you and they're like moving you and positioning you. And they're like, okay, now do this. Okay, but your hair's like this. You got to get it over here.
Very utilitarian.
Yeah, it's like, it's not like, oh yeah, there's this guy on set and we just start fucking. Like, nope. It's move this here, move that. It's very mechanical.
He's going to keep his cheetah branding, though. That's going to be his screen name.
Yeah, that's what you got. He'll be Tyreek the cheetah. As he's just playing video games. I want to fuck bitches in porn movies, dog.
You already got about 12 kids, shit.
That guy rules. You already got like 10 kids.
That guy is not approving.
Dude, porn is the one industry where you're guaranteed you won't knock bitches up.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
Yeah. How many kids?
Okay.
Isn't he only like 26? How many kids does Tyreek?
You can't tell me he's younger than I am.
At the time, he has 4 kids. Oh, that's not for an athlete. That ain't shit.
Well, how old is he?
I think he's like 26. How old is? Oh no, he's 29. Oh, he's getting up there.
Age.
Okay.
He's getting up there.
For
That's
a football player, that's absolutely getting up there.
God's sakes.
I just think that this friend is body shaming him right now. And
I mean, a little bit.
Not okay. There's I see a lot of body shaming.
It'd be more funny if he'd like, I seen your dick, cuh. Ain't not.
Yo, I
impressive.
seen your dick, cuh. You ain't got no porn dick, cuh. Man, let me ask you something. You really think that baby dick gonna do something? Exactly. David Chandler says, wait until they approach him with that giant needle to keep him hard. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to take a bunch of medicine and stuff, too, if you're a porn star.
Oh, God.
To keep your dick hard.
Do
because
you inject the dick?
Yeah, it's not normal to be fucking that much all day. And you can't stay hard all day like that. It's impossible. You have to be on
I thought maybe they'd take a pill. I didn't know there's like needles involved.
Oh, man, you can take a pill all you want, but you like fucking blow a load 3-4 times. Like, you're going to need either some rest or some medicine.
There has to be health issues with that, right? What is this dick shot?
It's like a needle, and they put... I don't know if they're all dick shots.
I don't even have one, and I'm wincing.
Well, look, I mean, it's a job that commands a lot of work ethic.
No shots in our penises.
Well, how else are you supposed to get them going when you need them? When you need them that much, you don't have time to take a pill and then just wait. You got to fucking get right in there. So you got to do like the adrenaline shot in Pulp Fiction and just shove that right into a good dick vein.
No,
and just get after it.
Wouldn't that hurt? Wouldn't the pain alone make you go soft?
No, it's impossible. They load you up with so much shit you can't go soft. Yeah.
Loaded Wrench says it's quick Crete.
Basically.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Jeezy's Tall says, my grandson must enjoy cooking. He said he was being filmed making cream pies. Yeah.
Nana.
Of course.
She was in another
video.
video.
David Chandler says, yes, right in the base of your shit. God. They just shove that right in there.
See, now that takes the excitement out of it.
All right, you got a big a big shoot today, no pun intended. Here you go.
Don't you take the mystique of porn away from me. I don't want to think. I just want to think that guy was that excited to see that girl.
I'm sorry. Did you think that everything in porn was a shoot? It's a work, brother.
A few things are a shoot.
It's a work, brother. 30-year-old Ray DeVito says staying hard for hours isn't natural. It's not. You're supposed to get hard.
That.
Use the fucking thing, get it out, and then go to sleep.
How many videos are you guys watching that are hours long? I feel like they're very short.
What are you talking about? No, they're talking about performing in porn. You're not supposed to be hard for that long, so they got to shove your dick full of medicine to keep it rock hard. I'm willing to bet that at some point the porn guy doesn't even feel what he's doing because he's just like medicated to the gills and he's like, fuck, I just want to die.
We have the dignity surgically removed at this point and the enjoyment of all sex you're about to have.
That's why these people are so broken.
And then you come home and you probably don't enjoy that sex. Actually, some porn stars do say that the normal home sex is better because, nobody's watching, nobody's telling you what to do.
Right.
All that. You probably just like boring sex.
Right. You don't have to have a guy put a syringe in his cock to fuck you, which is nice.
That really depresses me.
Sorry you didn't know.
Man.
I apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think that those big, veiny, throbbing, hard as a rock dicks you've never seen in real life just got that way because those guys are so fucking talented?
Not really. I don't really think very hard about the guy. I look at the girl more.
That's like those pro wrestlers, and you see them, and they've got like muscles on top of muscles, and the big
I know
traps
that's
or whatever
not
they
real.
are, and you're like, oh man, how do those muscles get there?
God.
It's like it's steroids.
I know those are fake.
Steel Toe Out of Context says, I love the documentary Armageddon, especially when Ben Affleck put animal cookies on Liv Tyler's stomach, and then he tried to shove one up her snatch.
Then Bruce Willis got really mad at him.
Fuck yeah, you don't. Nobody puts fucking animal crackers in my daughter's twat. Tell you that. Buddy Travis says, fucking 9-minute porn, fucking 20 to 30, not natural. I hear you. SH says, but they have to shoot from several angles and reshoots, etc. Yeah, an hour scene takes all day to film, says CJ. It's gotta suck.
That fucking sucks. Who's watching porn for an hour, though? Do we need 1 hour porns?
Some people like to watch the stories.
What the fuck, dude? Look, I really haven't watched much for porn in my life, but I always remembered, like, once you're kind of done, I don't care what's left of the video. You get the fuck out of there because you feel disgusting, right?
Yeah, but you watch, like, interracial gay midget porn, and that is fucked up, and you should feel bad about yourself for that one.
Really wish you wouldn't out me like that.
I'm sorry. I don't even try to look, but I walk into the room, and there's fucking 3 black midgets gangbanging 1 white midget in the asshole and then blowing in his face. And I'm like,
that really is how it has to be.
Couldn't take my eyes to it. Couldn't pull them away. I didn't know what to do.
What good is porn if you can't watch something exotic?
I suppose. Go big or go home, as the kids say.
Hell yeah.
So because Tyreek Hill said that's only half the story.
Oh.
Because Tyreek Hill said that when he's done playing football, he wants to do porn. Of course, he's already getting offers from pretty much every website there is.
Really?
Tyreek Hill swears he was only kidding about wanting to do porn after retiring from the NFL, but the interest he's gotten from the industry is no joke. TMZ Sports has learned multiple XXX companies want to help Cheetah kickstart his adult film career. Now, I was joking. I was definitely joking, Hill said. That's something I just don't want to do. Well, if Hill reconsiders, several porn sites tell us they would welcome the Dolphins receiver with open arms. For example, the folks at Naughty America say their talented ladies, Nikki Benz and Rochelle Ryan, would love to work with the 5'10 Super Bowl champ.
Okay.
There's Nikki Benz and Rochelle Ryan.
Why do they look like the same person, sort of?
They kind of look like a really trashy, hoed out Scarlett Johansson.
Kind of. Which one would you rather? I don't know. I'm having a hard time.
They do look like the same person.
Right?
It's odd.
It looks like their hair just
You can
parts
see
different.
like her tits look like they got stung by a bee. Like those tits are awful.
And like they look so ballooned that the skin is shiny and weird.
And they're a different color than her face.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
So we got to go with Rochelle then?
No, because she's got the same tit problem. And their nipples are probably way the fuck up here because they're so fake. I'm really bothered
Their
by these
faces
two.
are very Botox.
I'd rather
too.
fuck her.
You mean Cheetah?
This girl. She's cute. Naughty America has already brainstormed some ideas as well, throwing out the possibility of making a porn hologram of Tyreek Hill as well.
Okay.
Well, then you get the performance, but he doesn't have to actually perform. There you go.
That seems weird.
I am sure he doesn't need any training, and he would be able to hold his own, the studio's spokesperson said. Lights, camera, action.
Okay.
I guarantee you take a football player and you make him do porn, and he's just going to start going at it, and they're going to go, all right, now do this. He's like, yo, hold on, dog, just let me fuck.
Yeah,
No,
no,
dude,
that's
that's not-
100%.
Dude, that's not how this
What's
works.
happening?
Where the camera's currently
That would
filming the
be-
back of your thigh right now. We need to be able to get angles.
But that would be me. Like if I found myself that downtrodden that I'm doing porn.
You're doing porn, yeah.
Like I said this to you earlier today, something like that. Like I would be doing my thing and I'd be like, yo, could you stop telling me what to do here? I'm getting a little nervous. Like, could you just let me do my thing?
The porn dude is also open to helping Hill explore a career in the adult industry after his NFL career. And X-Hamster, good to see X-Hamster getting some respect these days. That's an old-timey one.
Why hamster?
who would know? I mean, you go on xhamster.com and then someone sees it in your history. They have no idea. Just maybe they're shopping for hamsters. Who knows? You see xhamsters show up.
You're looking for your ex-hamster.
Yeah, where'd my old hamster go that I gave away? Which features over 5 million videos for free, was also excited by his comment. Following an illustrious career in professional football, Tyreek Hill is poised to bring his unique talent and charisma to the world of online adult entertainment, and xhamster is eager to be a part of this exciting journey if Mr. Hill chooses our platform for hosting its future content. So now this guy's just getting shit in the mail and stuff in his email, and he's just like, he's just tired of shouting, I was fucking kidding. I was playing some video games and talking shit with my friends.
What do you think a guy like him would get paid, though?
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't
he's
know
a big name.
I don't know what the going rate for porn is.
I don't either. It can't. You know what it is? Not enough.
I do know this. Mia Khalifa was seriously shit-talking Israel and totally on the terrorist side on that. Speaking of porn stars, I saw a news story today where
Yikes.
Mia Khalifa condemns Israel and encourages Palestinian this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, oh, man. Boy, this is definitely going to throw a wrench into Israel's plans. The Muslim whore doesn't like what they're doing. What are we going to do?
Weird juxtaposition, Muslim whore.
The Muslim whore doesn't want Israel to fight.
Odd.
In this conflict. Well, that pretty much does it. That's about it.
She's kind of just miserable, isn't she?
I think she's trying to curry favor with Muslims who hate her for what she did. So she's like, oh, look, death to Israel. Yay.
Oh.
They're like, you are still on our shit list. Don't you worry. CJ with $2 says, do you really want to be the cheetah as a porn star? Fuck yeah, you want to be the cheetah. That's kind of a cool porn nickname.
Keep your branding.
Yeah. Thank you for the $2, CJ. Currently 180 away from knocking out tonight's goal. Thank you guys very much for your contributions. All the links are in the chat. Thank you.
So if you were to be a porn star, you literally could just be the steel toe.
Would be kind of odd, wouldn't
you
it?
would be doing you'd be doing like foot porn. You know.
Then you just like paint your toe metallic.
Yeah. Or you could pull a Gino and have just your big toe painted.
Oh, okay.
But like a metallic color.
A metallic color. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and stay out of the porn industry, as surprising as that might be to some people.
I respect that.
I think I'm going to go ahead and pass. A new study, which I 1,000% believe, suggests the more you exercise, the more lazy you are for the rest of the day. Did we really need a study for that, though? I mean, the more you exert yourself and wear yourself out, the more tired you get the rest of the day. Yeah, it's called exercising.
Yeah, basically for me, I feel like it gives me that brief energy burst, but I think it's just adrenaline.
Yeah.
And if you sit down, you're going to be shot the rest of the day. You basically can't sit down after working out.
Right. The more time you spend engaging in a structured exercise routine, such as going to the gym or running, the more likely you are to cut back on other physical daily activities, according to a recent study. They put this together as a study and actually looked into it rather than just using your common sense and going, yes, if you burn up all your energy early in the day, later in the day, you're probably not going to feel like doing things.
That's because much like what I posted in the chat earlier this morning, we don't care about the real problems we have. We like to focus on things that don't really matter.
The team found that a person who is more engaged in a routine exercise program is more prone to lounge around and avoid other non-structured physical daily activities, like taking the stairs.
Okay, this is really stupid.
If people are seeking weight loss, they should be aware of their non-exercise physical activity. Activities such as walking the dog, riding a bike to work, or standing at the desk at work, said study author Julie Marvel Mansfeld. I wonder if she's fat, and this isn't like a hating active people kind of a thing.
Are you going to make a bet right now?
I'm going to Google right now. I bet you she's a fatty. Oh, well, fuck me. I was wrong. Oh, that's not her. That's Jane Mansfield, who was beautiful.
There needs to be a T at the end of her.
Did she have a T at the end of hers? All right. Julie Marvel Mansfeld. That's her? Yeah, that's not a fat girl. She's just fine. My fucking theory is shot to shit. A graduate student at the University of Copenhagen, Denmark's Department of Nutrition, Exercise, and Sports said, if these activities are suddenly stopped, The total daily energy expenditure is less than expected, and thus the weight loss will be less than expected, she added. I guess this makes sense, but I mean, shouldn't I get... oh, no, that's just not the B writing. I mean, it makes sense, but it's like they're trying to make it sound like, well, you should really feel shitty for not doing anything the rest of the day after your workout's over. But it's like, no, that's not how this works. I worked out. I'm good. If you work out...
You and I are so different.
I worked out, and then the second part is you got to eat right the rest of the day. Now, of course, not everybody follows the rules.
I still feel like they're right, though. Like, you can't just expect to go do your workout routine and then lay around like a lazy schlub all day and eat, like, and think that the exercise is going to make you lose weight. You can't just exercise and then sit down all day. Like, I agree with them there.
Fucking watch me. Not only will I sit down all day after the exercise, I'll sit down all day before the exercise.
That's okay, but then you're basically just exercising so that you can be lazy and eat. And you kind of just stay there.
Why else am I oh, yeah, that would explain
There's no weight loss you're maintaining.
That would explain why I've been 225 for a long time and sweating buckets in the gym.
Yeah, the way you sweat in the gym, you should be a lot slimmer. Like, I'm not saying you're fat or anything, because you're not, but, like, you should be slimmer.
I wrote to April, I said, I'm 10 pounds heavier than my fighting weight. And I said, I got to get back down to that. And I pointed out 3 things. I go, gym, honestly, for me, if it was 3 days a week, switch to Zevia, and no eating before bed. Literally, those 3 things, fighting weight, no problem.
Eating before bed's, like a really bad habit of mine. I love eating after the show.
30-year-old Ray DeVito says Melton drives by the gym and is too lazy to do anything the rest of the day. # boom roasted. Thank you, 30-year-old Ray DeVito. That's just kind of, that was cute. You know what that joke is?
Cute.
That joke was just cute. Because I imagine him very proud of himself driving by the gym and going, I feel like I've done enough today.
Do you technically get to say you went to the gym today if you drove to it?
You did go.
You
literally went to the gym.
Went.
You didn't go inside, but you went to it. All right, David Chandler, again, basically single-handedly doing this show tonight. 1999 says, this just in, exertion causes exhaustion.
Holy shit.
No way.
What?
I'm glad they did a study on that, because I would have never known that I'm a lot less likely to do things after I work out.
I think there's some of that, but like I said, on a lot of days when I go to the gym, I feel better than when I went there. I feel more energized, my mentality's better, and I actually feel like doing some things. So I kind of actually feel more active, but if I were to sit, it's over.
Sometimes the chat just decides to go on Melton rants, and I didn't even ask for it, and here they come. David Chandler, thank you for the 1999. 165 away tonight.
Thank you.
We haven't been mentioning the goal except when people throw in money, and it does seem to be working. The new rule is, as long as we keep hitting, no e-begging until the offering plate comes out. That's going to be it. And then everyone who told me that's what we should be doing, and I was like, that doesn't work, they can all tell me how right they were, and I can eat a shit sandwich, which I'm very happy to do. I want to go to some of these jokes they had. It's just so mean. Nobody likes onions writes, I'm over by 5 pounds on my fighting weight. Jake Hudson says, Aaron, did you get to your 75 followers yet on Kick? No. Where are we at on Kick right now for followers? We got to get to 75. Hey, 12 people watching on Kick right now. We're superstars.
Look at that.
We're superstars. Rex Dart says, let's get this monetized tonight. Well, we're at 47 on kick.com/Steel Toe Show. So 75 is monetization.
I got to get a Kick account. You know?
Oh, why did you? Well, don't do that.
That's fine.
Oh, they didn't hide the person. Sean says, I need a sugar daddy like David Chandler. Good guy. Hey, just do a show that he likes, I suppose. That's the rule. Do a show that he likes and then just endlessly suck his dick like we do.
How did David find us, do you think? I don't remember.
I think the Chad stuff is how David Chandler found us.
Sorry,
sorry about that, buddy.
That doesn't sound like a fun time.
Nobody Likes Onions says overeating causes exhaustion unless you are a pro like myself.
God, don't you just sweat too much when you eat too much and, things like that? Like, don't you just kind of feel like dying? Do you ever feel death when you eat too much?
Why don't you ask him? He does it on a regular basis.
I'm asking right now.
P.A. Cheddar says, eat to live and don't live to eat like Melton. Rupert says, do you think Melton can even do a desk stand? And then Citizen M writes, Melton can stand? You two-faced sack of shit.
I have a feeling Melton's a guy who tells everyone he has a gym membership, but it's like a Planet Fitness, and he goes and scans his card 12 times a month to get it paid for, and he leaves.
No, it doesn't get paid for. He doesn't have health insurance.
How do you know?
Kevin Brennan said that.
How does Kevin know?
I don't know. He said that Melton he can't afford health insurance, which is, it's too bad because he needs it. We should all give him ours because, that's a ticking time bomb. Egg Picker over on Rumble says Melton counts going to the door for McDonald's as his daily exercise. See, now that's mean.
Well, and then you got to move the pedals in the vehicle,
That's true. That's leg day.
That's
driving to McDonald's is leg day because you got to work the pedals. Yeah.
And then, to hand the person your card is arm day.
Perfect.
Because you got to extend.
All of these things are true.
He calls this arm extensions.
Yeah, when you hand them the card at the drive-thru, that's a curl right there. And you have to hand the card, bring it back, take the card back, bring it back.
The receipt,
bring it back.
Grabbing the food. Oh my God.
Then there was, you grab the food, you bring it back, and then he probably goes, you only put 7 cheeseburgers in there, you missed 3. So you got to hand it back, and then yeah.
I need 4 more mustard packets, please. And then you have to work the button on your door of the car to put the window back up.
David Chandler says, compound to who are these podcasts to you from Stuttering John clips. Oh, okay.
Interesting. Well, that's better than the Chads.
Yeah, I don't think we've done anything Stuttering John related for a year. I think it's probably
I feel like
been
it's been longer than that.
Might have been longer than a year since we've done anything.
I mean,
thank God. I mean, that was the end. Yeah, because he stopped in November of last year, and we had been done already for like a month. So yeah, it's been about a year since we've done John stuff. Egg Picker says Melton uses Planet Fitness for the free donuts.
No shit. I remember I used to work out there in college because they're dirt cheap. And they have like free pizza days. They have free donut day. I'm not kidding. They'll put it out on the counter for you for when you're leaving.
This is all just mean.
Like, I did like that place.
Tyler Wenland says, I've had 2 needles in my dick, and it's not too bad, actually. Sorry, behind in chat. And yeah, it gets hard within 30 seconds. And I'm not a porn star, but it didn't really hurt.
So wait, why did you get your dick needled for hardness?
Time out. You're not a porn star, but they shove needles into your dick to get it hard. One question, very simple one. Huh?
Recreational boners.
Still.
Everyone's got a drug of choice.
I need to know why. I really do. David Chandler says, yeah, been a while. And here you are, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm not trying to cock off or brag or anything, guys, but we're still in the double digits on Kick. And
Atomic on Kick says you can't weed and feed that peak.
That's not very nice.
That's not nice at all.
That's not nice at all. That's actually remarkably
That made
mean.
my cheeks hot.
That's an incredibly mean thing for you to say.
Oof.
And that's going to stick with me. That one's going to hurt.
Just like that widow's peak.
For some
Stuck with you, didn't it?
For some time.
Oh.
That one hurt.
I don't think I'd like it if you got your hair peaks like filled in.
Hurt my feelings.
I don't think it'd be the same.
Thank you, buddy. By the way, we're pushing 50 over on Kick for followers. Looking to get to 75.
Right.
We're big superstar. Oh my God, 15 people on
Holy
Kick.
Shit.
You guys, this is really starting to get out of hand.
Is your fame too much too quick?
Kick is going to overtake Rumble, which is then it's going to overtake YouTube, and it's going to be our number 1 platform. It clearly looks as though it's just a matter of time. This stupid thing with the baseball playoffs, I fucking had it. I hate these nerds who do this analytics shit and they think it works. Especially with baseball, it's one of the biggest feel games that there is. I mean, I played no sport longer than I played baseball. I played from the age of like 6 to the age of 24. And I will tell you this, that there is no game that operates more on gut and feel than baseball. And before we get to this story I wanted to get to, Ryobi has something to say. Ryobi, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, you missed my comments in the chat, but basically the guys in porn, they use this shit called Trimix, and it's 3 different drugs that basically make your dick instantaneously hard, like you said, and numb, and they don't even know what's going on anymore.
Oh.
But
so can you even?
Yeah,
do you even feel anything at that point?
Right in the muscle. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think so.
How do you come if you
I've
don't
never
feel
had
anything?
to do it.
You know what I mean? Don't you need to feel in order to come?
I mean,
I'm not on the set. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not filming.
Yeah.
You've kind of reached our limit here.
All right.
Ryobi, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm getting way more information on dick shots than I ever wanted to.
We're going to look it up later.
Yeah, man. Look up Trimix. It's the good stuff.
Trimix?
Trimix.
Well, because it's TRI, because it's 3 different medications.
Okay. Trimix
And
injection.
it goes right in the muscle.
Great.
Yeah.
Now on my Google history is the erectile dysfunction injections.
Dude, that's like the least bad thing you have.
That
in your
is
search.
not the worst thing you have.
Right.
Don't even lie. That's not the worst you have today.
I didn't say it was the
The other-
the worst Google search I have so far today is how is this the Jews' fault?
You know the answer to that. That was last week.
Thank you.
Yeah, last
All right. See
Thank
ya.
you, Ryobi.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All
Last
right.
week you also had like age of consent per state.
That's true. I did search age of consent per state on the show last week. Thank you, Balls Deep, for gifting a membership to EDub45, and that now
you.
puts us 160 away without any begging or anything. So you guys are 160 away from making me look like a dick again.
What
which,
does consent mean?
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, boys and girls. All the links are pinned at the top of the page. Thanks for your undying love and support. So the thing I hate about these baseball playoffs is this thing where a team is shutting out the other team. And they're just kicking the shit out of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they decide out of nowhere, they're shutting them out. It's like 0-0 or they're losing 1-0, and they pull their starting pitcher.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
I don't get it. And they not like they pull him in the 8th inning or the 7th inning. They pull him in like the 5th.
Yeah,
and then without fail, the other team goes on like a 3-4 run.
Every time.
And it's been happening to us like in our favor. I think twice now. We had Barrios get pulled by the Blue Jays in game 2. And he'd either given up 1 run or 0 runs.
And he was baffled too.
Yeah, 0 runs. He had a shutout going. And we came in, we fucked them up. We scored 2 or 3 more runs. We won the game, swept them. They're done. Then Justin Verlander was pulled from the Astros game in game 1 when they were up 5-0. And we scored 4 runs and made it 5-4 and almost came back to win that game after they pulled him. I just don't understand it. I know it's based in some kind of nerdology, like there's a 60% chance at this or that or the other thing, and like,
but shouldn't it be
dumb?
Shouldn't it be if the pitcher is doing well?
Yes.
That you leave him the fuck alone.
Here, don't overthink Major League Baseball with your stats and your computers and all that shit. Don't overthink it. Is the guy getting everybody out and they're not scoring runs and they're not threatening? Then leave him in there. It'll be fine.
Yeah, because if you pull that guy that's doing all those great things for you, isn't that going to screw up his mentality for the next shit? Like, isn't he going to sit there thinking, like, are they going to pull me now?
Or he's just going to be fucking pissed.
Well, that's screwing up your mentality.
Rupert says, worst thing you've Googled is definition of consent. No, I didn't. I'm not. My worst Google searches are done here on the air.
Is it bad if she's crying, or does that mean she likes it?
Nobody Likes Onion says, I used to be an umpire. I didn't need padding. Oh, well, that's... look, people are proud of different things at different stages of their life, and that's something that he enjoys.
Yeah, Mountain Search history is like more like how many Big Macs can I eat per day? And like
how many calories are in blank? It's just that's all of his Google searches.
Oh, no.
How many calories in 12 blanks?
How many loaves of bread are acceptable per day?
Yes. Do I need to cut the bread before I feed upon it? Can I just take the loaf and just start taking chunks out of it? Is that appropriate?
Wow. You know what? I feel like you're looking at me. I did that to a whole baguette once.
Oh, sorry.
That's not my proudest
Spencer Strider. So the reason I bring this up, Spencer Strider was apparently pissed off that the Braves removed him from their Game 1 loss to the Phillies. Their ace was taken out of the game after 7 innings. He'd thrown 94 pitches. They ended up losing 3-0. I don't know what the score was when they yanked him, though.
Okay.
Do they have a... Oh, there's no score on the screen. When they say... It doesn't say... MLB's leader in wins and strikeouts. He had allowed 2 runs through 7 innings, and 1 of them was earned. So it was 2-0.
That's not bad.
No, you can keep a guy like that in if he's still pitching well. Well, this is what he did in the dugout. He was really mad at the pitching coach and the manager for pulling him.
Spencer Strider did a heck of a job, and I'm pretty sure he's telling Rick Kranitz right now, I want to go back out there for the 8.
He is
he's
adamant
pissed
about something. Rick Kranitz is a great listener. He always has been. Well,
look at the veteran Charlie
If
Moore.
he didn't have that mustache and that beard, we'd be able to see right through to what he's saying.
He didn't want that smoke. He is pulled right.
I get it. I get being upset. I understood why Barrios looked absolutely befuddled on the bench the other day.
I will say, though, at 2-0 and in the playoffs, there's such a small margin of error that it's also kind of like, I understand why the team wants to have a quick hook with a guy, but your ace pitcher, I don't know. Thank you to Matthew Q with $2 over on PayPal. I think that's our first PayPal tonight. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that. Matthew Q says, look up the Blue Chew commercial on Twitter or whatever you want to call it. It's totally safe to play on there. It's hilarious. All right, we can look at a Blue Chew ad. Maybe
that
we'll
be fun.
Probably do that during overtime along with, I have Ed and Michelle for overtime. Do you remember, Gaspacho Jones says, Melton Googles, am I a pitcher or a catcher? Jose Pantaloni saying, Onions has never searched calorie counts. Yeah, I was thinking that too when I was making the joke that I was fucking it up.
It would hurt worse to see the number.
Yeah, then it becomes
If you
real.
don't see the number, it's not real.
Yeah, that's exactly right. By the way, 16 people on Kick. I hate to brag.
49 followers.
I hate to brag. Let's hit refresh. 50 followers. We've hit 50 over on Kick. Oh, my God. Look at that. Kick.com/Steel Show is at 50 followers. Holy mother of dragons. I tell you.
Wow.
Oh,
ding.
There we go.
She's about to start fucking, by the way.
She is. We have Ed and Michelle for overtime tonight, along with some boner pill commercials, apparently.
Okay.
Remember the last time we checked in on Ed and Michelle? They were telling us about their neighbor who they think looks like Bruce Willis. Spoiler alert, he looks nothing like Bruce Willis.
I remember.
His name is Frank the Neighbor. I guess now Ed and Michelle are trying to get a whack pack going because they did another video with Frank the Neighbor. And I just want to show you guys the title of the video and you can tell me where it's fucking stupid. Go ahead. Frank the Neighbor. April, what does that say?
Nunchuck demo.
Nunchuck demo.
I don't think that's how it's goes.
Nunchucks. You see, they're chucks that
numb.
don't feel anything.
No, they make you numb.
Oh, they make you numb. Okay, that's why they
hit you, and now you're numb.
So they have a neighbor who just makes like swords and nunchucks, or I'm sorry, numchucks.
Nunchucks.
He has a rotted out doorway, and he just makes swords and canes and nunchucks.
Walking sticks you can beat people with.
Yeah, he's got like 3 different types of fence.
He, for some reason, wears very teenage young person clothing brands like Hurley and Echo Unlimited.
And he's just he seems like a really potentially dangerous man. And Ed and Michelle just go over there and go, oh, Laura, let's put you on our YouTube channel. That'll be fun.
Oh, gee, golly gosh.
Yeah, so we'll check that out. We got some Ed and Michelle for overtime if we get there. And then also we have, apparently we're supposed to watch some boner pill commercials. Then we got a bunch of news story. Oh, God, the Momo the monkey story. That could get us in a lot of trouble.
That sounds like it should be a Rumble story.
Momo the monkey. And then Doja Cat got caught wearing a Sam Hyde t-shirt, which I think is the fucking coolest thing. I don't know anything about Doja Cat, but the fact that she wears a Sam Hyde shirt, I'm on her side.
Is this the same headline? Because this is all I saw. The headline read, Doja Cat cited wearing an alt-right.
Alt-right, yep.
They
called it an alt-right shirt
damn it.
because Sam Hyde's supposedly this alt-right figure. Yeah.
Oh,
Buddy Travis becoming a member for 16 months says, I hope you've been counting these because I never tell you when I renew. Those are already, the recurring memberships, those are already factored in. Those drop the goal every month.
Baked into the pie.
By a certain amount. They're baked into the pie. Buddy Travis with $2 says, use your Google Play credits, community. All right,
Yes,
very cool.
thank you.
Okay, so it looks like with me not saying a fucking word, no begging. Oh, 30-year-old Ray DeVito says, save the monkey story for Compound.
I agree, actually, 100%.
Gino and I can do that one tomorrow.
Do the monkey story
do Momo
on
the
tax
monkey
tomorrow.
All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and let's fire up the music and let's see if we can do this thing and see if the no e-begging policy worked. We're 160 away. It's not the worst case scenario. The only e-begging we're doing now this week until it fails is the offering plate segment. So we've got about 7 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes. Let's fire up the music. Let's rattle the offering plate. We're going to put it down your row.
Pass it along.
Pass it along. Just keep dropping a couple bucks in here and there. And we'll knock this thing out, hopefully. Otherwise, like we said, Compound very generous with us filling in for Anthony. We're going to use that to probably, we won't be able to take a day off this week, but I think we might be able to plug some holes that we miss.
Who are you, Tyreek Hill?
Hopefully. Yeah, we're going to cheetah this thing. There you go, boys and girls. 160 away from tonight's goal. Streamlabs.
Let's finish this up.
PayPal, Venmo. We've all of this has been done on YouTube.
That was pretty impressive.
And Rumble tonight. PayPal takes like 2%. YouTube and Rumble take 30 and 20, respectfully. So let's go ahead. Let's get in there. Let's rally. Let's pass that offering plate around and show me that I don't need to be fucking whining about the goal during the show. In fact, I can just focus, do the fucking show, and you guys will knock out that goal on its own.
Make the man proud.
Make me look like an asshole who's been doing it wrong this entire time, and you have no idea how happy I will be.
That's
all
true.
right, guys, here's the offering plate. Fill her up. We've got 5 minutes to go and $160 away from knocking it out. Dario says, just in time for the e-begging. Citizen M says, this is my favorite part. Hey,
sure
look, man. We're, I'm just, look, either I don't have to mention the goal as much anymore like I have today and tonight, or this morning and tonight.
Sure.
Or I get proven right, and unfortunately, I do have to. Either way, let's see what we can do. But right now, it is a really slow rally. In fact, not really a rally at all. So why don't you jump in there? David Chandler's been carrying it. Oh, God. As I say that.
That's sickness.
Von Kaiser with $20 says, who the hell do you think you are? I am.
Thank
you. Of course, $100 coming from April's fairy godmother as we talk about carrying.
Yes, I appreciate you.
There we go.
On her wings.
So now $40 away.
Woo.
From knocking out tonight's goal. And again, $40 away from making me look like a dick for doing all that asking all the time.
Certainly.
Certainly is trying to show me that it may not be necessary. 40 away. I was wrong. The rally has begun.
In a big way.
Why don't you join in on that rally as this offering plate comes down your row? Here it comes. Yep, this way. Yeah, that way. Don't be one of those weird Catholics who goes, I'm just going to pretend it's not there. Just do enough to,
Can you do that?
Just do enough to get the guilt off your shoulders.
Yeah, I was going to
That's
say,
all.
put something in there.
Yeah, just a little something to make the guilt go away. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, memberships, Rumble rants. Maybe someday soon, Kick thingies.
Well, you get a lot to
I don't know what Kick does. Oh, what do we got 3 minutes left? Hold on, let me restart the mute. Let me fire it back up. We got 3 minutes to go.
I thought you hit it twice.
There we are. 3 minutes to go and only $40 away. MSO says, damn you people. Don't worry, MSO. It's still 40, and it's been
That's
the David
true.
Chandler show tonight.
I know.
So
Sponsored.
it has only been David Chandler keeping us alive this morning and tonight. So I think that I think these numbers are deceiving, MSO. You're selling yourself short a little bit here. We still need a rally from everyone else to get the rest of this done. You guys fill in the blanks. Come on. 40 away. That's nothing. Fred says, feeling too Jewish tonight. Oh, no, Fred.
It's a tough time.
What do you mean?
Tough time for you.
I get it. I understand with all the things that are going on in the world right now. The Judaism is definitely taking a hit. But from what I see, they're hitting back plenty hard. They definitely kill people back.
I wrote that down the other day for some reason before all this started. You
spelled it wrong.
I know I did. I feel like I did this now.
Sir Tinley gifting a membership.
Aww.
Thank you, Sir Tinley. I am glad to see Sir Tinley gifting memberships. All right, guys, finish it off. $40 away. You guys got to jump in there. You're going to be embarrassed if David Chandler ends up being the guy who just carries this whole thing and then we stop. Dario Delfino with $2 says Army of Darkness is the best Evil Dead film. That's going to bring us to 35. Now we're at 10 because David Chandler just gifted 10 memberships. Oh. So now we're at $10. And it looks like David Chandler has been doing this whole thing tonight. That's because he has 1 minute left, $10 to go. 30-year-old Ray DeVito, Not the Father BG, Todd Pemper, BJ, Mizzlety Shizzle, Dylan Schmidt, Bruce Lindahl, Sarah Klein, Mayor Larry Vaughn, and Those Ain't Real Dude, all getting memberships. Wow, Chandler is a fucking load carrier. That sounded gay. I didn't mean it that way.
A load carrier, huh?
All right, guys, pick up David the rest of the way.
Finish David off. Professionally.
Well, you see, thank you. Because I don't think you meant to say.
Well, maybe if he's into it. It's not us. I mean, it's them.
Citizen M says, Steel Toe may sometimes fail, but you never succeed at MSO. Oh, shit. Guys, $10 away. There's Diane Pooh with $4.99 says, my money to get you out of Great Clips. Aww. I like Great Clips. How dare you? 10 seconds
They're
left.
Speedy.
10 seconds left. $5 away. I'm not really going to bother over $5. I'm just burning out the rest of these 10 seconds. Just let the music finish up here.
Oh, man.
And it's another successful night where the only e-begging is the offering plate. You guys might be right. Maybe that's all I have to do. But
do you sweat this way?
No. This is a lot more comfortable than worrying about it all show long.
Well, that's good, right?
You know? I like that.
We could try to switch up the music every now and then to like maybe the old one, do this one sometimes.
We could definitely switch up the music. That's for sure.
I think that'd be fun.
Aaron Imhole says, it's $40 fucking dollars, your cunt. I think you mean you cunt. Come on, if you're going to insult me, don't make it so I have to correct you so I can insult me better. I shouldn't be insulting me better than you do. You cunt, I want McDonald's tonight. So wait, you want McDonald's tonight, so I...
Do you know how long it's been since we got McDonald's?
I deserve better insults than that. Thank you to Gaspacho Jones with $5. He says, praise Jesus. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, before we start overtime here, what did we end up with on Kick? We're in the double digits still, and 52 followers, 23 away.
Very nice.
From affiliate status on Kick. Would have been cool to get it on like the first day. But you can't be greedy.
I'm going to get my Kick account after the show.
You'll
get there.
We'll get there. All right, we'll see. Kick.com/SteelToe Show. David Chandler says, there you go. Thanks, Gaspacho. David Chandler pointing out to MSO, there's always Tuesday. Now, here's the problem, David. Now that we've knocked out both goals today, and anything anyone throws in the rest of the night just goes towards tomorrow morning. We have a full goal tomorrow. That might not be hittable, but we do have the cushion from Compound that could come in handy on Tuesday. And if that gets us through Tuesday, that's kind of the over the hump day.
Yeah, Tuesday is the tough one.
So, Aaron Imhole says, trolls have no lives and no good insults. But no, wait a minute. That's not supposed to be your line.
No, wait, that's your line.
I was really hoping you were going to be a good troll. And now you're just...
Did they pick a nice picture of you?
Now you're just joining me. You're just on my side now.
I don't think that's you in that picture.
Please play the video titled Patrick Melton imitates Steel Toe. It's only 2 minutes long. He can't imitate Steel Toe. He would have to
Only
lose
with
at
that AI shit.
Yeah, he would have to lose at least 200 pounds. It's going to be a bad one. Aaron Imol says they will all fall in the boxing ring. I mean, if they don't have boxing experience, absolutely.
So is he pretending to be you?
No, he's being too, he's not insulting, though. So it's like, I need him to be better.
I don't understand.
I don't want him as a friend. I wanted him as my arch nemesis, and he's not good at it.
He's your shadow.
Damn it, man. I need better out of you people. You need to step your game up. You're going up against me. You need to do better. Mr. Q says 21 airstrikes in 16 hours from. Oh fuck, they are
Jesus Christ.
There's
almost no chance that we don't get involved, right?
We're already technically involved because we are Israel's military funding, so we are involved already. But I mean, as far as what you mean, the president, we should send an aid package to Israel. I'm sure we will. I have to prep tomorrow's show after tonight's show, so I'm sure that I'll be reading something about how we need to support them somehow. Even though, believe me, they're fully capable of wiping out Hamas by themselves. Zen Rhino says, yes, April, it's a photo of Aaron holding the offering plate, looking like he sucked on a lemon.
Oh, that little photo.
Yeah, but he's not doing a very good job of shit talking. He needs to do better. I need him to be sharper.
Come on.
I need you to feel like a threat. Mr. Q says David Chandler is a real DC superhero, much like Batman. He really is. He's definitely our superhero.
He's the caped crusader.
So I'm supposed to be skipping this monkey story and sending that to Gino for tomorrow on Compound?
I do think you should save that.
Okay, fair. You know what?
As much as I want to do it.
Fair enough.
You should.
Let's do this Doja Cat thing, and then we'll get to some Ed and Michelle, because I know that's what you guys want. Doja Cat catches heat for alt-right shirt showing Sam Hyde meme. I thought this was fucking great.
She looks like a problem.
She does. She looks like, look, she's a young music star. She's definitely fucked up.
I've only heard maybe one song with her in it, and it was, I've heard that type of song a million times.
That's one more time than I've heard her. So
I
you know
didn't
more
know
about
who
her
she
than I do.
was. I wouldn't have told you out of a lineup who she was.
I just know she has a terrible name.
Yeah, what is a Doja Cat?
It's a Doja Cat. It's a cat that hangs out at a karate center.
Dojo. That's
I
a
think.
dojo.
That would be a dojo cat. Well, good. It makes less sense than Dojo Cat. Congratulations.
Yay.
But yeah, she was wearing the Sam Hyde meme. That's the shirt that they put out whenever there's a school shooting.
Oh,
and
sure.
$1 Million Extreme fans say the shooter's name was Sam Hyde, and they send it to the news, and the news actually reports it. There was for a while there, whenever there would be a suicide bomber, people would send in pictures of Anthony from the early 90s.
Oh, no way.
And say that it was Islamic radical Antoine Cumia. And some news sites would report that the terrorist name was Antoine Cumia, and here's a picture of him. Yeah. And then the school shooter stuff, they would say it was Sam Hyde. And I bet you if we search, we can find all kinds of clips of the school shooter Sam Hyde meme for sure.
Ron, I'm Holty.
I want to stop streaming on Monday Night Football nights. I really do.
I do too.
It gets depressing to
It's
look at how
hard.
low the number is on Monday night.
What do you
But if you switch to Sunday night, there's football on. Nobody's going to be watching.
Thursday.
And you can't go to Thursday because there's football on and nobody will be watching. And then
We're not doing Friday. It's a weekend.
Yeah, our audience has a life. So Friday night, we have a life. Friday nights aren't going to work. We just have to basically gut through those 4 months of football.
Yay.
Where it's just fucking dog shit numbers. And look, I'm not complaining to the audience. I mean, yes, of course you're going to watch football over the second Steel Toe show of the day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree. But as much as I believe in the product,
Sam Hyde school shooter. Breaking news, active shooter at headquarters in California. Here we go.
Tonight's Fact or Fiction is brought to you by America's Finest Carpet.
In tonight's Fact or Fiction, we're looking into a hoax that makes the rounds just about every time there's a mass shooting in the U.S. After the church shooting over the weekend, Texas Congressman Vicente Gonzalez went live on CNN and said the gunman was a man named Sam Hyde.
It was reported to me that he's actually not from this community. Apparently, his name was released as Sam Hyde. That was the name I was given.
It's a state representative who went on TV and went, apparently Sam Hyde is the guy.
What would you, if you're Sam Hyde, how do you feel about this? How would you feel if that was happening to you? Was it funny?
Like being a fan of Sam Hyde, just because you're a fan of someone, I know this better than as well as anybody. Like when people are your fans, sometimes they like to pretend they know what you're thinking, or they feel like they know what you would be thinking. Like when Sam today put an N tower in the YouTube chat, and I was like, Sam, you know better, dude. That's not
that
cool.
felt bad. I wish that didn't happen.
Yeah, and I didn't really give it to him that hard, which because I like Sam, but
I do too.
he probably thought, Aaron will think this is funny, and it's like, not on YouTube. Like Rumble, I don't, me, I don't give a shit. Kick, I don't give a fuck. Go ahead,
Wrong
do what you
chat,
want.
pal.
Just wrong chat. Yeah. So I don't know. I would like to think that was Sam's sense of humor. He would think it was funny, but also Sam's a human being, and he would be like, I don't know if I want my name associated with a school shooting.
That is kind of scary.
Right. Anytime you do edgy comedy like Sam does, like Sam's not just like some hack edgy guy who just like does wild shock shit. There's meaning behind the shit Sam does, and it's multi-layered and it's multi-dimensional. So like if people just go, Sam Hyde is the school shooter, that's kind of a little lowbrow and beneath the kind of shit Sam Hyde usually does. So I don't know. He might think it's funny just on the base level of like, I can't believe the news is that stupid.
Yeah.
That they would fuck up and not check in on that. But also he might be like, yeah, guys, don't associate me with school shootings, please.
Well, yeah, it's not like it's just one time either. It sounds like it's been like numerous.
Numerous times.
Of course, we know that is fiction, but Sam Hyde, who is a comedian, has been misattributed as the gunman after the shootings in San Bernardino, Baton Rouge, Orlando, and others. So anytime you see his name come up,
neo-Nazi leader Sam Hyde.
It's a fake.
There you go. So that was the Sam Hyde school shooting meme. And then I wonder if there are any news reports of the Antoine Cumia one. Remembering Antoine Cumia.
That's insane.
With Bobby Kelly. This is 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Compoundmedia.com.
Before we go, did you show Bobby what you did last Thursday?
By the way, compoundmedia.com. Get your membership for tomorrow. Gino and I are going to be doing Anthony's show.
Hell yeah.
Tomorrow. Very excited about that.
Let me think.
Yeah, it's up. It'll be up on the monitor.
Oh, okay. Let's say. Oh,
what the fuck? Who is
this?
That?
Was a huge event. Let's just freeze it at the beginning of the clip first. Let me explain.
Fucking Gene Simmons with AIDS.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, all right, not the funniest thing I've seen.
Okay, play it through and then I'll explain. Go ahead with the volume.
Șoferul camionului, îl vedeți în imagini pe cel care a fost identificat cel puțin până acum de poliția franceză ca fiind autorul acestui atac. Șoferul camionului a tras de volan spre grupul de români. Erau 16 români în acel moment pe faleză, în grupul în care se afla doamna Rugină, și în momentul în care i-a văzut că speriați se dau la o parte, fug, doamna Rugină și-a luat copilul în brațe și a fugit înspre plajă, a redresat camionul spre stânga și a continuat să se deplaseze cu...
Yeah, this was
Oh, they didn't say his name. Yeah, so they would report, like people would send it in that was Antoine Cumia, the Islamic radical that was fucking around, doing I think it was the Bastille Day shooting.
Come on, that's funny.
The Bastille Day attack. I think they did that one with trucks. But either way, they put a picture of Anthony from his band days and his, heating and air conditioning days and called him Antoine Cumia, and somebody in France bit and actually ran with it. Gray Duckling, thank you for becoming a steel toe bro. I appreciate that. You must have let your membership lapse, because I feel like Gray Duckling would be like 16 months at this point.
I've noticed that about him. It never says.
Red Fox Mad, becoming a member for his 17th month, says, please become a member like I am. It's amazing being a member of this amazing morning show. Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
That's great.
Is this true? Mr. Q says, Deadpool, I just imagined DC to DC like Batman, and he supports a lot of shows. I need to work 14 hours. David Chandler just says, I'm Deadpool. What? Because Deadpool's given this show a shitload of memberships and money, too.
Don't blow your cover. Don't blow his cover. Don't read that.
David Chandler, you just broke kayfabe, bro.
Come on.
What the
I
hell?
want the mystique of thinking that multiple people care about us that much.
I had no idea. See, look, there's Egg Picker wins. Just writing the N-word all over Rumble. Am I going to yell at Egg Picker?
I'll yell at him. You spelled it wrong.
Of course not.
You gotta get the correct. Gotta get the correct spelling, or it just doesn't
spell
hit
it
the same.
right, you fucking coward. You chicken shit. Come on, Egg Picker. I love this. This guy just started liking us again, and he and I
hope
are really cool.
I'm just joshing him.
And now we're at odds because he doesn't have the balls to write the word. Write it, Egg Picker. Right goddamn now. I think Rumble has the worst delay out of all of them. They're actually saying that Kick has the lowest delay.
Oh, that's fun.
That YouTube has like a 15-second
There's
delay.
a little more kick to it, you know.
Circumference.
Certainly.
Yes.
Circular blade.
Come on, Egg Picker. No, he's just putting smiley face emojis in the chat now on Rumble. Come on, Egg Picker.
Well, he knows that we're fun then.
We all want to see it. Come on now. Come on.
Do you see what you're encouraging?
Well, it's on Rumble, so it's totally fine.
You hack.
Thank you.
You want to watch Game of Thrones after this?
After I get the show prepped, yes. David Chandler says, I'm kidding. I don't know. Gray Duckling with $2 says, I'm David. Oh, shit.
This is nuts.
Uh-oh, now we're finding out that there's all kinds of different David Chandlers and Dead Fools and all this shit. All I can say about this whole situation is
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
That's what I'll tell you.
I like watching you page through that.
Piffy Puff says Rumble is ahead of YouTube in the delay. Okay. So it goes Rumble's the longest delay, then YouTube, then Kick. They say Kick
Rumble's
is
pretty
sharp.
bad, yeah.
Okay.
I've noticed that. I wanted to listen mostly on Rumble, but I have to go to YouTube usually.
Egg Picker says, PayPal me $10 to meet the goal you want. I don't need to pay you $10 to see you write the N-word. I'll just write it on my piece of paper here and laugh and giggle to myself. Thank you. There's Greasy N-word.
No,
Greasy N-word is starting an N Tower over on Rumble. There it is. And he finished it off.
It.
Is he going to put an exclamation point at the end? Oh, Egg Picker's doing one.
Oh, no, I thought he was going to do an S.
Oh, multiple. Egg Picker did N-I-G-H. Nye. Oh. Egg Picker says, David, are you April's godmother? I'm not going to break any kind of kayfabe here.
My godmother's name is not David.
Rupert112 says, I'm Kevin Brennan. I fucking knew it.
What?
I knew it.
You must need like a Xanax or something, or a beer. Relax.
David Chandler just says, we are Legion. Oh, shit.
It's terrifying.
Buddy Travis, Aaron, before you go, what was the best newscaster prank call? I'm trying to show it to my friend. Are you talking about Crystal Ball Howard Stern prank call? Because that one was really good.
I don't know much about this Crystal Ball. That's clearly not her real name, right?
Why would anyone pretend that that was their name?
That's not her real name.
Jose Pantalones just did a Neared Tower.
A Neared?
Oh, what happened? Did we time out Jose Pantalones for that one? I thought he pulled back on that one.
Zuniga?
I thought he didn't do it.
Is that the last name?
Zuniga, Daphne Zuniga, yeah. Trucker 18-wheeler with $2 says, I'm Wawa supervisor. I knew it. Balls Deep with $2 says, I'm your hucklebearer.
I worked at Popeyes once.
What?
That even makes you.
I don't even know what the fuck
How
that
many
means.
things are wrong with that sentence?
Oh, so many things. Skin tone mostly.
Well, I dated somebody who had an in for me.
No. Me and your dad are both done with you.
Wow,
We're
you're
both done with you.
You and my dad both divorced me and just
tainted meat.
He invites you over for Christmas and
tainted
not me.
Meat. It's not true. Your credit score is still in the 700s, I believe. Zen Rhino says you can't always get away with that on YouTube. It could get the channel a community guideline strike for hate speech. Okay. Well, then our mods do the right thing. I get it.
Yeah,
Balls Deep says nerd towers will not be tolerated. That's right. That's right. Sir Tinley says I love the Asian pilot one. Yeah, the
Asian
bang,
pilot?
the bang ding ow something Wong holy fook.
Yeah, we too low.
We too low. Zen Rhino says Crystal Ball, real name, is worth about $40 million. She divorced her husband to get with Kyle Kuklinski.
Well, that sounds worth it.
Yeah.
That's her real name, though? You know, you brought her up the other night with me, and I didn't even want to ask because I
Yeah.
figured you'd all look at me like I'm a retard.
It's a shoot. Crystal Ball tried to run for Congress and was embarrassed when mildly sexy pics of her in a Halloween outfit went public. Well, I'll be the judge of
Oh,
that
that's
if
nothing.
those are bad.
You should see the photoshops of me out there from all the people who want to fuck. They're not good.
You're saying they don't have a chance and they might be a little
Not
angry?
a single chance, and they're upset about it.
Poor kids. That's it?
God, that is so elementary. Are you kidding me?
That's her? She's dressed as a slutty Santa?
Not even, I feel. Like, that's retarded.
That's nothing.
That seriously is nothing.
I don't even like her because these are so mild.
I was hoping for a little more spice, weren't you?
Yeah, this is pumpkin spice. Ugh. All right, do we want to check on Ed and Michelle's neighbors? Shall we?
Yes, enough with the towers.
Enough
you
with the
guys.
guys. I think we made our point on the towers. You guys are very funny, but much like me. You know, I'm sitting here confronting people. I'm like, guys, you're kind of beating this bit into the ground. And at the same time, I'm like, who the fuck am I? How dare I?
You beat that horse until it's in the ground.
That's true. So
You've beaten it.
Hank Picker
Raw.
just wrote the gay F word on Rumble. He
I know.
didn't even
Just-
bother with
Jesus, you guys.
a trucker 18-wheeler with an N and F tower over on Rumble.
Oh, his F tower got interrupted.
See, guys, Rumble and Kick are the place for all of your wacky shit.
Get your kicks over on
Oh, God.
Rumble.
What the fuck? Why do
Rumble on over to
we
Kick.
keep doing this?
Because it's late and I'm tired.
Red Fox Mad with $9.99 says, when are we bringing back Tradio? I don't know, but you just put us $10 into tomorrow morning. I
And you're a
appreciate
great
that.
person. Thank you.
We can bring back Tradio every once in a while. It's got to be in the morning, though, because that's when they're all on.
It'd be weird if they're on at night.
I like calling into our Georgia station. Those guys are pretty good. They're good sports about it, too. But we could do the KRWC one for old time's sake. We drove those guys nuts.
Is that the polar bear femur one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see Ed and Michelle's latest with their neighbor, Frank the neighbor. This is a guy they're trying to make a thing. But he's definitely one of those neighbors that you warn the authorities about. Like, he's got his own homemade ramp. He's just got coolers under the ramp and buckets. And
There's people in those, right?
like, look, he makes his own swords and canes, and he's holding them, and he's got them on display.
Are those wooden swords?
Yes. Ed and Michelle also believe that this guy, they did a video saying that Bruce Willis is their neighbor, and he's not actually retired. He's living next door to them in the slums of Ohio. You guys get ready because, in my humble opinion, and I know this is controversial, this man looks absolutely and sounds absolutely nothing like Bruce Willis.
What?
I don't know what ass Ed pulled this out of.
Michelle's.
Apparently Michelle's ass after a trip to Bonanza. But this guy does not look like Bruce Willis, and he's insane. But Ed's trying to make him a thing, trying to make him a character on his channel. So Ed made a video called Frank the Neighbor Numchuck Demo.
Maybe he calls them nunchucks.
How old would you say Ed is? 40s or 50s?
Early 50s.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that being rude?
He's lived on this earth at least a half century, and he doesn't know that there are no such thing as nunchucks. What the fuck? Let's play Frank the Neighbor without further ado.
Okay, we are here with Frank the Neighbor, and today you're going to give us a nunchuck
demonstration, double nunchuck demonstration.
They're both saying nunchuck.
That's what's wrong here.
They're both retarded. Watch this guy just be a whiz with nunchucks. Sucks with nunchucks. He's terrible with those. But nunchucks will fuck you up.
This is really cool. When I came in here, I didn't expect to see weapons of mass destruction over here. Look at this. This is made out of wood over here.
Dude, Ed could be like this close from getting his throat slit. He has no sense of danger, like no perception of safety whatsoever.
Like he listens to train tracks with his like hat on them.
Yeah.
Just listening.
He's
Oh
like,
my God.
Oh, I love going over to Frank the neighbor's house. Hey, Frank, why do you have a frog gutted and needles all over in his guts holding the rib flaps back? Well, I'm just dissecting him for an experiment I'm doing. Oh, that looks like fun. Well, moving on. Hey, why do you have a sword through this poor rabbit's skull? These pests after my plants. Oh, okay, that's totally fine. Why do you have my name on a whiteboard that says people I should sodomize and kill? Just funnin'.
He's every gay man that ever went over to Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment and like saw pictures and it reeked of like rot and all that. And
Ed would definitely be one of those guys who's like,
that?
oh, Jeffrey's a good guy. I'm going to go watch Star Wars with him.
Oh, he seems like a straight shooter.
I'd carve them and put them in the hand.
Wow.
Chains.
Now, where did you get something like this?
Yeah, you got to make them.
You
I made it out of bones.
This made special for you, or what?
The guy did it for me. Those.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
he
looks
didn't
like it
even
was.
make it.
Was it mounted on the wall or something like that?
Yeah, it was mounted.
Yeah, along with a hooker's head.
And what do you use that for? Is
That's
that
a press?
I crush the skulls of colored people so I can do surgeries and experiments on their brains and skulls.
Disavow.
Used to hold when I
That's
do my
Frank said
carving.
that, not
Would
me.
you like a phrenology lesson?
Yes. This is
So you're
old
an
man.
artist.
I'm an artist.
You're a weapons artist, and you are a nunchuck expert.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I mean, I do them casually in my house all
Yeah.
day long. I have no
want him to
problem
hit
doing
himself.
that.
I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I just casually do them in my house all day long. That's a serial killery thing to say. Hey, bud. No, I'm not a nunchuck expert, but I just, I work on them constantly all day from the time I wake up in the morning to the time I go to bed at night. I'm just chucking all over the fucking house.
I'm nunchucking.
Nunchucking. God damn it.
Anywhere by anything by dogs, but I'll go out there and give you a quick double nunchuck demonstration.
All right, well, bring it over there, and we're going to give you.
Bring it
he's
over
gonna
there.
do his full routine for us.
My cane, though,
All right. All right. Let's do this.
I can't wait. He just hits himself.
Does he really have music on, or did Ed add this later?
I don't know.
Man.
Yeah, Ed, you are.
Wow.
Ed, you are 3 seconds away from being murdered, and you have no idea.
Right, there's death on the horizon.
Yeah. This man is one flashback away from Desert Storm from killing you. And you're just standing there like, oh, Frank's such a good guy. Any guy who talks about how he does nunchucks a lot and never smiles is a weirdo.
He's too serious about everything.
Yeah. I make swords and I crush things.
I've
with-
never. Right, can you chuckle?
Oh, no, Frank fucked it up.
That's kind of what I was waiting for.
Okay.
Is it
You're doing
okay?
Good, man.
Look at his breathing.
Oh, he dropped it. Oh, God, he dropped another one.
Yeah, well, you're doing the double nunchuck thing. That's impressive
Nunchuck.
all by
God, these
itself.
guys.
But then
Numba-chuck.
I mean, one is enough, but then to do two.
Ed is impressed.
Ed's really impressed. Ed's wanting his YouTube channel to take off, so he needs a character, so he's going to oversell everything Frank's doing.
You know what I
was
want?
saying to Frank the other day, if there's ever a zombie apocalypse or things go to bad, I'm
Go
going
to
have him
bad.
come and escort me and Michelle out of town.
And I would ask the cops also to give me their weapons too, so I can also hunt them.
That's a red flag if I've ever heard it.
This guy's house is made out of red flags, and Ed just thinks he's a good buddy.
He's glowing.
Yeah, I've already thought about it. Like, Ed made a zombie apocalypse joke, and this guy's like, yeah, I'd take I-5 out of town, but then I'd stop, I'd get the cops, I'd say, I need your weapons, and I can offer you full protection. You are under my new village. It's called Frankenberry, and you're going to be coming with us.
I want them to take Frank to dinner.
Oh, that's a whole nother video
Right?
waiting to happen.
It would be great if they took Frank to, like, some shitty buffet they go to, and he starts eating it, he goes, this is dog
He spits
shit.
it out.
Yeah. Like, it's the first time they've ever given a place a bad review.
Right.
It's like, hey, Michelle, how's your soup? She always gives the big thumbs up.
So good.
Oh, yeah, I like my soup too, Michelle. Boy, this is high-quality Ponderosa.
Dribble.
Fred, what do you think? I think it's piss mixed with shit and puke and shit again. This is fucking terrible. I hate this place.
I'm going to nunchuck this shit out of here.
I'm going to nunchuck the fucking chef and teach him how to cook.
Okay, let's just focus on the nunchucks today.
Yes, let's focus on those
Did you
nunchucks.
learn this on your
Let's
own,
focus
or did
on
you
them
have
until we
some
say them
Asian
right.
Sensei teach this to you, or
They had us doing it back in the 80s.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different instructors.
Too much music.
Too much music, Ed.
I learned the spins and the throws. And the
He dropped another nunchuck.
stuff like this.
I'm sorry, Frank is fucking terrible at nunchucking.
So you are a fan of the Karate Kid series too, as well, from what I understand.
I love wrestling.
So are you closer to Daniel-san, or are you closer?
What is this
Would you be
music?
more like Johnny?
I'm definitely more like Johnny.
Yes, I kind of
Oh,
and you would.
the bad boy of karate, Frank the neighbor.
Of course.
I'm sorry, Ed and Michelle, but
Stick with food.
you got to stick with the food
But
reviews.
probably stay out of this guy's yard.
Yeah, Frank the neighbor is not the guy you want to hitch your wagons to. I just, I got a hunch.
He has toddler eaters too. There were 2 of them in the last video.
Oh, did he have pit bulls
yeah,
in the
2
last
black
video?
Ones, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know if the guy with a cane and homemade nunchucks is really the guy that
Nunchucks.
is really the guy that you want to be fashioning your zombie survival on.
Why not?
Ed, I'm sorry.
Just stick with that guy. You'll be fine.
David Chandler saying, yes, he has a numb crutch. Yes, a nunchucks, numb crutch, numb swords. Yes.
It's all making sense now.
Ryobi says they both ramble and are nuts. There might be something to it. Yeah, I want to hear them do a video on how they feel about this current Israel-Hamas thing.
While they're at a Ponderosa,
Yeah.
they're just thinking about the whole war issue. Oh, no.
Buddy Travis says, David, you stop. Now I want to make some nun crutches. It's numb crutches?
Numb crutches.
How dare you?
Dumb person.
T. Gulag says, is that Bruce Willis? Fucking asshole.
You sure look like him.
David Chandler says, put in his 10,000 hours. Yeah, you're supposed to put in 10,000 hours to become an expert in anything. That guy's got a few more hours left.
Well,
I feel like he hasn't gotten all the way there. David Chandler says, we've all seen Indiana Jones. Boom. Bye, Frank. Yeah. I mean, the one guy was flipping the sword around and doing all this shit, and Indy just went bang. Fucked him up and left. Cody Thompson with 199 says they gave the A&W a bad review.
No way.
Oh, shit.
Can we watch that one next then? Because they always talk so nicely about everything.
Yes. Aaron Immel says, biggest laugh I ever had was when Patrick ran away from my boxing challenge. You're supposed to be shitting on me. I don't want to be friends. Damn it.
I don't need more friends.
I don't need any more friends. All right, where'd we end up on Kick tonight? We're huge on Kick, you guys. 54 followers.
Woo.
Our first day on Kick. Boy, are we the shit.
This is Gordy's debut on Kick, too.
Thank you guys very much for making me eat a shit sandwich again, or should I say mostly David Chandler for making me eat a shit sandwich. Again, we will not mention the asking you for money thing during tomorrow morning's show either. We're going to shoot till we miss. We'll just thank everybody who contributes, update you on what the number is, and then keep going. And the only time we'll do any asking is during the offering plate segment. So far, Monday, it worked out great.
Sure did. Thank you, guys.
Now, Tuesday is our big struggle day. So if we get through Tuesday with that thing, it might be a new indestructible approach.
The Anthony Cumia show tomorrow. Him and Gino.
Yes.
Be there.
Gino Bisconti and I will be hosting the Anthony Cumia show tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. Go to compoundmedia.com for more. April, thank you very much.
Thank you.
To the rest of you, make sure you go to Eventbrite. Get your tickets for Chrissy Mayer, Lila Hart, myself, Nick Ricada, Johnny, and many more at Partners Pub in Sartell, Saturday, October 21st. That show is filling up. And you can still get your tickets on Eventbrite. Come on out, party with us, have a great time. It's going to be awesome. Eventbrite.com, Saturday, October 21st. Chrissy Mayer at Partners Pub in Sartell. We're putting that one on and bringing Chrissy out. It should be a great time. Take it easy. We'll talk to you